WIFTVPM.
Maze Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like May said. Randy said a Juke-a-thon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I be done had a heart
You
attack.
gotta get your heart rate up.
Okay, not that far.
All right, Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't.
You don't like that, yeah.
I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this family.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what are we doing on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right.
What? Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
How about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruiting. I don't want to be recruiting and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your grown on. Oh, when you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Oh, when you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor giving more. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting your own wanna know. Why you gotta look so good?
WIFTVPM.
Uh-oh, what's in it for the black people?
You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more
Mama Manuel's another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Right here on a Tuesday. Thank you, Riis. Because I almost lost it till I heard my theme music. I had to put y'all up. Y'all running around here talking. I said, blowing up on a Tuesday. That's right. It's Tuesday, and I really didn't realize this was Christmas week, man. I really ain't realized it's Christmas week, man, and I am so far behind, Riis. They don't even... It's like I don't really, I've been moseying this year. It's like if I feel like, like when it's the 15th, you don't really feel like it's the end of the month, and then you look up and now it's the 20th, and it's like Christmas gonna be here, and then next thing you know, we gonna be talking about New Year, and we got the plan, what's the days off, and it's a snowstorm, blizzard coming, and man, Riis, it's just so much. I feel so much pressure. That's why I'm blowing up on a Tuesday. But I'm feeling kind of good. Hey, Riis, I'm gonna tell you what, though. Y'all people not gonna worry me to death. That conversation yesterday put me under stress. Riis, I was stressed yesterday, so I went. I said, it can't just be me. Riis, I went, so I posted this yesterday on social after the show. Just said, hey, your adult child comes to you and tells you that you traumatized them growing up. Now, these are now, mind you, we talk about the softest parents in the history of parenting right now. I'm not talking about your parents. I'm not telling you apologizing for your parents, what your parents did, but I'm talking about you who have modified your lifestyles to accommodate the new style of parenting, and y'all still apologizing? Riis, yet they had me under stress. They had me under stress yesterday. So can I tell you it was a refreshing change to not just talk about politics. Although that is primarily what I do want to have some more of these conversations. So we're going to talk about this, man. Because, Riis, okay. So I'm kind of curious to know, do people think they're better parents than their parents? Right? Like, and then when you answer that question, I want you to think about, do you feel like you get as much respect from your kids as your parents got from you? Like, could you imagine your kids growing? Now, I'm not, Riis, I'm not saying if you got hit with a book. You know what I'm saying? And I do think there is some correlation to, like, people who are teen parents, right? Like super teen parents, and who maybe, but I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the parents of the super soft. Anyway, we're going to talk about this today just a little bit more because I got to tickle this. And then, Riis, because it's almost Christmas, I've decided that we're going to have some fun today. Like, we really are going to have some fun. Like, I'm going to lighten up today, but because it's you know how you go to school during Christmas week and your teacher want to do real work? You like, dog, like, I feel bad for my son. He got finals this week, right? Like, who wants finals the week before Christmas? Like, our finals was after Christmas. Like, we came back from Christmas break and then we had finals. But no, dog, or we had them 2 weeks before, but we wasn't having finals. A senior too? So I feel like right now, this week, we on 8 o'clock, we gonna plan the Blackest Christmas ever. All right, so at 8 o'clock, Riis, today, we are going to plan the Blackest Christmas ever. We're gonna do them. Today is just about the house plan. Okay, so we're going to figure out what's the soundtrack for the Blackest Christmas ever at the crib. What's on the menu? Because I want to know, is it different than Thanksgiving? Christmas different than Thanksgiving. Then we're going to talk about what's on the tube. So what is the Blackest Christmas movies ever? And then what's at the bar? So we're going to plan the Blackest Christmas ever today. So that's at 8 o'clock. So y'all get y'all list together. Because, Riis, I think we could put the Blackest Christmas together ever. Like, and then, like, map it out. Then we're going to do, like, shopping. Where to shop. What's on the Blackest Christmas. Because, Riis, on the Blackest shopping list, you know it's a big screen TV somewhere. There's a big screen TV on the Blackest shopping list somewhere ever. But that's not today. Because today we are going to plan the Blackest Christmas ever. Y'all with me? You think we could put it together? I think we could put it together.
Yeah, I think we got it.
All right. I think we got the audience to do it. I mean, I am the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world. And if I can't put the Blackest Christmas together, I'm worried as I say this. Jake and Israel is sharpening up right now. Oh, so you're going to have Christmas, huh? Black Christmas. You know it's the anti. So Jake and King Israel, just let us have a little fun today. I know. But we're going to have the Blackest Christmas ever. Anyway, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show on a Tuesday. And I done already got ahead of my skis. I ain't even looked at the daggone paper. Riis, I didn't order the black. You know what? So the computer be like, hey, you about to run out of black ink. You want to get some? I'd be like, I think I got some more in there. Computer come up again and be like, hey, yo. Dude, you running out of black ink? You want to order some?
Get it next year.
I'd be like, I think I got a little bit more. So then be like, one more time. Hey, fam, you are running out of black ink. You sure you don't want to order none? You can just push one button, Riis, and it's literally I can just click one button, and in a day it'll be an ink cartridge sitting right out there. I said, I think I got about 3 more days. I think I can make it to Friday. You walked in the door, it was like, oh, I told your ass. It was like, I told your ass I done told you 3 damn times, and now you want to be mad because you ain't. So I ain't got no papers back there, Riis. So I ain't told you about the papers, but that was kind of the rundown of the show. So look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis the Ruler, on the ones and twos. DJ Riis the Ruler, how you feeling today, man?
Blessed by the best. You already know the rest, man. It's good. It's Tuesday. I did a little Christmas shopping yesterday.
What you get me?
I can't tell you that's a surprise.
You gonna surprise me like my kids be? You was like, damn.
The kids don't never get you that, dude.
You know what? They They learned 1 year. They learned 1 year because I was like, oh, straight up, ain't no. I was like, $50 for you, $50 for you. You used to give them 500, you like 50. They was looking at them envelopes like, you know, they went and opened up all type of stuff. They was flipping through pages of books and all type of stuff. Oh, y'all want a short dad? Okay, I got you. You said, well, I got you. 50 that they opened up with that 50, that hot 50, man, they couldn't even say nothing. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, they usually leave my house like, look what dad did. They was like, you know, and everybody, it's $50. You don't play me bogus, huh? You forgot that? All right, I buy my own damn stuff. I buy my own damn gifts. Riis, so we're going to talk about that too, man, because it's shopping time, and I want to talk about how do you plan your budget. So look, but first of all, let me back up. Riis, so I know we talked about my experience at both fields, right? And shout out to everybody who jumped on the post yesterday, because that was a nice little post. But my son was like, man, the chicken, it's just like my grandma's. I was like, wait, what? He was like, man, that chicken. So I was like, well, you can eat. He said, I ate all the good stuff up out of there already. My son is like really bogus on the food. I'm not going to say he bogus on the food, but he really.
Said I ate all the good stuff.
He did. He picked out all the, like, because I'm going to just tell you what's still in the plate, Riis. The turkey tips, dog. Because don't nobody know what the hell a turkey tip is, right? Like, I don't want to be eating chopped turkey I don't know what a turkey tip is. I don't even eat turkey. So the only thing left, Riis, is the turkey tip, right? And it looked like fancy white barbecue in the refrigerator because they gave it to us, y'all, in one of them. You know, I told you I like my barbecue in a brown paper bag. They did give me the brown paper bag, but I like my brown paper bag. I want it to be soaked. I needed to have the spots on it. So it's like you don't even know where to sit it, so you got to sit it on the floor on a piece of paper because you don't want it to be. But it's okay because I'm telling you, both fields delivered. Both fields delivered. My son was like, hey, Dad, that chicken dough. And you know he's a chicken dude, so he's like, that chicken dough, man. I was like, all right, man, I'll tell Riis tomorrow. Y'all got to figure it out, man. It's a snowstorm coming this week, so you got to figure out what's going on. But let's do this. Let's get the soul plane up to 60,000 feet. Let's get it up, and away. Yeah, Riis, they say it's a snowstorm coming in on Thursday, so here's my thought, fam.
Well, it says it's going to be -1 Friday.
Hey, Riis, I don't think it's going to be a show on Friday.
I love Chicago.
Riis, it's going to be, because we got to watch out for, we got to put the Jesse Smollett watch up, right? Ain't this about the time that the people come out?
They did him wrong. They did him wrong. Tied a rope around his neck.
That he wore like a necktie all the way to the police, and they let him keep the sandwich. That's when he blew, Riis, that's when we knew it was all to the left. Now he's like, wait, you got the sandwich? They didn't take the sandwich. Like the sandwich gave the whole thing away. If they would have took the sandwich, dog.
Yeah, that's Chicago.
Chicago was like, they didn't take the sandwich. The first thing everybody said was, hold on, they didn't take the sandwich. It's like, you can't, Chicago knows Chicago. Chicago is like, we gonna take the sandwich. Fam, you're not gonna keep the sandwich. Even if I kick the sandwich or throw the sandwich, you're not gonna keep the sandwich. If I'm gonna rob you, the sandwich is coming with me, dog. The sandwich is coming with me. And I like,
that is Chicago though, for sure. They
Riis, that was what blew the whole thing open for I'm telling you, I looked over at Carrie looked at me. I was like, he kept the sandwich. He kept the sandwich.
Yeah.
Like, dog, we was like, man. And they yelled Trump, and they put a rope around his neck.
Listen to this.
Look, and then they said,
trauma. Do you hear that trauma? That's trauma. That is crazy. That is trauma. That's so hard, man.
Hey, man, y'all use trauma, and y'all use trauma. Yeah, first of all, let me just tell y'all.
Racist,
trauma. You traumatized me. It's traumatic. Man, y'all. These parents, the kids be snapping on them, talking. The parents need to be traumatized the way parents. Man, don't get me started. Anyway, speaking of that though, how y'all got my daughter texting me talking about it? You talking about me on this post? I was like, nah, but she was like, well, when you said the tuition thing, I was like, baby, I was just joking. I'm not traumatized because I had to pay all that tuition and child support. I'm not traumatized at all. It's no trauma there. None. Riis, I'm telling you, it's none. No trauma. None. I'm not traumatized at all. Not at all.
I told you I broke it down yesterday, man. Just what it is. I believe that just like you as a child, you had, experiences, and every child will have an experience, It just the experience gets lighter and lighter, and I think
y'all mix trauma and less than convenient circumstances. You use them interchangeably. Like y'all be like, I was traumatized because my mom cut my bangs too short and people made fun of me. Somebody said that. That's not trauma. That's less than convenient circumstances.
Well, they shouldn't be traumatized from their mother, but as a child, they should have a little trauma from getting bullied on. That's necessary. That's not trauma. That is life. Like everything, life is not a smooth look, Riis. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But as a child.
So is there such thing as good trauma? Then can we like I really do think that you all are interchanging trauma with
trauma.
Less than convenient circumstance.
It's still trauma, but sometimes it can be like I want to
character. How do you build character?
Like character building. That's probably what it is. Like but
there are things that you have.
It's still traumatic, but it did help build your character. Things that
Lord
happen.
Have mercy.
It's just how it is. But like I said, I agree with you. It's just, even now, just to think about our children now, I think about our children, how soft it gets softer every generation, but they will still have their own issues. Man, the next 20 years we'll be getting bullied, man. They bullied me in school because I had an iPhone 11 and the 14 was out, and that's what it's going. That's what it's going to be.
That's what it sounds like to me right now.
I had an iPhone 13 and the 15 was out.
And my parents told me,
and they bullied me all the way in school, and the traumatic because they, that's like the older we get, it's gonna always change. But there are experiences as children. Like everybody, like a generation before you was gonna always think that they had it a little bit rough than you, and which how it should be, because it should always get easier as it goes on.
That's why we're gonna have robot kids.
Every time I was he sent me a regular Uber and not the Uber, not the Uber Black. I had a traumatic experience, right?
I was traumatized in an Uber share or something like that. Probably I would count that as. I have been traumatized in Uber. We want to talk about Uber trauma? You ever been in an Uber with a dude that don't wear no shoes, don't wear no socks, wear sandals in the winter? Yeah, man. I was in an Uber one time, man, with this Indian dude. He was picking his toes while he was driving in the seat. I was like, wait, Femo, could you let the window down? If it's... Okay, let me stop. All right, y'all. So anyway, Riis, snowstorm on Friday. I don't know. So we're not going to do the show. Like, we're going to take Friday, and we're going to be off on Friday so we can... Riis, I would feel bad pressing on the Friday, knowing that they said the blizzard's gonna start on Thursday. What is this European model? Have you heard about this? Like, now they're giving you two reports. There's like the European model and the GBF model, and don't nobody know the difference between. I'm not a meteorologist. Just tell me if it's gonna be snow or not. And they be like, one says it could be a lot, and this one says we're gonna get 14 inches. All right, Ma, which one is we listening to? Like, why do I have to pick which weather I'm gonna believe?
I hope it does. I hope it is a very big snowstorm. We have not had snow on Christmas in
Tennille Jackson.
Decade, at least 10, 15 years for sure.
Yes, we have.
We ain't had snow for sure in the last 10 years.
Yes, we have.
Nah,
yes,
man,
we have. Yes, we have.
It's been
not like
70.
stack snow.
It's been 70.
Nah.
I'm telling you.
10 years we ain't had no snow.
I'm telling you,
You're not
go
correct.
research that. If it was 1 year, it's been a lot of Christmas these past like 10 years. I have been like,
Riis,
Like,
okay, I just need for you to say this though, Riis. I do not want piles of snow with Mayor Lightfoot as the mayor and a blizzard. This probably would seal her fate, right? Because Riis the best thing that has happened to this mayor is we have had limited snow. Because every time we've had it, she has failed. And let me stop. I said, y'all want me to give this is what I'm going to give Mayor Lightfoot a Christmas gift. I am not going to play the Anjanette Young commercial or a spot for the rest of the week, and I'm going to try and only give her well wishes. Is that cool? Merry Christmas, Mayor Lightfoot. I hope you get well soon. Merry Christmas to you and your lovely family, from my house to your house. And so for Christmas, I am going to not talk about you too much. Okay? Merry Christmas. All right, Riis, so the snowstorm. So we're going to be out Friday. We got to talk BP1 because we got a big vote coming up. Plus, we supposed to have Winterfest. How we going to cancel Winterfest because of winter? Ah!
Is when again?
Friday.
Weekend. That's going to be, ooh.
Right. That's the end of the storm. That's the eye of the storm. That's when it's the peak of the peak.
Yep, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, it's crazy out there. So we have to talk about that. We're going to have to get on the conference call. So, all right, temporary migrant crisis averted, Riis. You know, they say we're going to get starting on Wednesday, we were about to get 18,000 migrants a day at the U.S. border. Right now, we're getting 2,500 and they can't handle it. They got people sleeping on the street. Like, imagine then they be like, man, it's better than where we came from. We'll take it. So now, like El Paso, they said it's just migrants everywhere, just sleeping on the street. Can you imagine walking down Madison and Pulaski, and it's just migrants just out there? Like, they gonna start MS-13 over here, man. I'm telling you, because you know somebody gonna be like, all right, what's up? You can't do that you can't. Anyway, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll welcome everybody from WBGX 1570, and we'll get some of the headlines. Look, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the ruler. Riis, we blowing up on a Tuesday. We'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
WIIFTBP Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP Media's just for you and me.
Maze Jackson.
Tune in to the Maze Jackson Show every day, Monday through Friday from 6 to 9 a.m., where you can catch us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Plus, from 6:30 to 8, you can get us on WBGX 1570 a.m. That's right, it's the Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
And now, traffic and weather.
Yo, who said devotion have to be sad? Yo, check this out. The Lord is my shepherd, I want. He's making me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restored my soul. God's gonna turn it around.
Come all the way with me.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:35 a.m. I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report. As we head over to the Kennedy, overhead to the Loop will be 22 minutes outbound 17. On the Edens, 28 minutes in both directions, while the Eisenhower is 30 minutes from Thorndale to the Loop, 25 minutes back out to Thorndale. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan will be 38 minutes. Outbound will be 30. While the Bishop Ford is 37 minutes. I-80 to the Dan Ryan, 33 minutes to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop, 13 minutes to 95th. on DuSable Drive, north and south. Everything is locked in 8 minutes. Today's weather, it is currently 25 and cloudy. Today will be a high of 32 with a low of 18. I'm Riis the Ruler. Happy Tuesday. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
To the grave, from the grave. Glory to Gethsemane, Gethsemane, to God, to the grave, from the grave. Back to glory. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Come all the way with me. Don't leave me now. Come all the way with me. Oh, please. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around. God's gonna turn it around.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man DJ Riis the Rule on the ones and twos. Y'all, and it is a little bit after 6:30. You know how we do at 6:30, man. I know I've been blowing through the breaks and doing all these things, but look, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. DJ Riis the Rule on the ones and twos, and y'all know what? Every day at 6:30, right? Is it 6:30 every day? We welcome the folks from WBGX 1570 AM, the gospel. The Big Gospel Express. That's right. They catch us out every day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8 a.m. on the radio. And you can also get us on the TuneIn app. You can also give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474, not 5555. See, Riis and his maniac, insane, Latin, imperial disciples. Man, what's the matter, Riis? Go ahead.
Yeah, big game, man. That's a lot to be a game. You said it's a what?
It's a maniac, Latin, insane, imperial disciples.
That's when you know the gang is going too far. They didn't broke up 6 times. They didn't breast off 6 times. Yeah. They under the 7. They didn't
Oh, Riis. Hey, y'all, when I met Riis' brother, though, he was like, he tried to talk about he was from Prosser, too. I graduated from Prosser. I was like, man, I seen you. Was you one of the 3 people at the reunion?
Nah.
Hey, man.
They graduated tied for second.
What? He was the salutatorian?
So they had the same. So he actually finished 6th, but they had like he lost by like .001 or something like that. Yeah.
Man, they be playing the
like
black people.
4.7.
You know, see, there go trauma. Was he traumatized from that, Riis?
No, we definitely had some other trauma in our life.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna even, but I just think, man, like, y'all got me, y'all out here talk about this trauma. Y'all, we gonna have to talk about it for real some more. Cause y'all, I really do think you all call trauma less than convenient circumstances. Let me say what's up to everybody on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook Live, who catch us every day, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. That's right. You can catch us every day, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 a.m. You can also give us a call at 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. We got a lot of birthdays today, too, man. So shout out to all the people. You see, I tried to get a bro some love in the thing. If you have a birthday dedication that you'd like to have added to the show, like say somebody you know, and if y'all see somebody whose name is in there that you know, tag them in the broadcast so they can let them know that their birthday is on the scroller today, right? But check it out. If you want to give out somebody a special bit of birthday love and want to have them in on the scroller, we will allow you to do that. So let me know. Happy birthday to Dr. Jeanette Foreman, Brittany Ramsey. She is like the big, like, muscle queen. Riri Nolan, Shelby Austin Hammond. I messed that one up. Shout out to my boy Dre. Dre the Trey from the dark side. Also Iota Alpha Blue Phi. Anthony Robinson. Lee Lewis. Lee is the manager of Abstract Mind State. We go way, way back. Shout out to Mikal Harris, my son, pledged son, from Epsilon Xi. Dave Dixon, owner of Red Pepper Lounge, and Gene Cross, he's NCAA coach, used to go to University of Illinois, all of us. So happy birthday to everybody out there. I'll be trying to add the birthdays to the show on a regular basis, Riis, because you know what? It's a great way to add listeners, get people engaged. But also, everybody likes to get acknowledged on their birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was thinking, like, I could get somebody, you know, if I can get you in, I'm going to try and get you in. Should I keep the white people in no?
Of course, because, you know, we're an equal opportunity show. You talking about
we don't discriminate.
We do not discriminate here.
Okay.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Yep, it's your birthday. We need somebody to make us up a birthday song. Like, you know how we used to get artists that would, like, I want a What's in It for the Black People Maze Jackson show birthday rendition. Like, you know how black people, did you ever see The Simpsons when they did how the black people sing the national anthem?
No.
Oh my God. Like, I feel like white people, The Simpsons did a whole thing with black people, how black people sing the national anthem. And Riis, it was like, oh, whoa, 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 say. Dog, it was so funny, but it was so, like, offensive because I was like, did a white guy write this? But it was funny. All right, so happy birthday to everybody out there. So I told you we got a temporary migrant crisis. The Supreme Court extended President Trump's ability to ban migrants from coming across the border. They say, Riis, right now we got 2,500 a day. When this ban is up, it will be 18,000 a day. 18,000. And they said that the federal government is not ready, but they are planning to also come out with a plan to redistribute the migrants from the border towns, which means that they finna start giving us busloads too. Look like they about to start following the DeSantis policy regardless. Riis, I don't know if they, like, how many people a day you think we could add to the city of Chicago with no place for them to live before people start tripping?
I'll give it about a year or so.
How many you think, with 1,000 a day? You think we could grow our population by like 300? If we took 1,000 migrants a day, we could grow Chicago quickly.
That's a lot.
They gonna move it anyway. I'm gonna stop because then they're gonna call me something. Did you see they had lead in the paint at McClellan School in Bridgeport? They said that they've been saying, we think this paint got lead in it. The teachers went and tested it themselves and was like, look, CPS, could y'all come get the school? They said, it's crazy to me that they would have a Bridgeport school. That means white people is really falling off. They ain't, like, there was a time, Riis, if anything happened in Bridgeport, pow, it would be taken care of. That's the mayor. The mayor came from Bridgeport. All the mayors came from Bridgeport. Not all of them, but the recent ones. Now they ain't got the juice no more. School begging to get the lead paint removed. Harvey Weinstein got guilty. He got declared guilty of rape in jail. He getting R. Kelly'd right now. He getting R. Kelly. He like, dang, they coming back out on him. Harvey, I'm gonna stop telling that story, but Harvey Weinstein just got convicted of rape again. Only one count though. They said the other girls knew what was up. N95 mask scandal, businessman gets 5 years in jail for selling for the N95 scam. You know, they was overcharging people thousands and hundreds and millions in hospitals. He got 5 years for it. It's gonna be a lot of people getting caught up on this the masks. I'm so glad that Jesus delivered me, cause I had a whole bunch of mask licks, and Jesus said no. See, that's why we gotta have the Blackest Christmas ever. So we're gonna have Black Jesus at the Black Christmas party. So at the Black Christmas party, family Black, we're gonna make the Blackest Black Christmas party today, right? At 8:00. So y'all gotta get y'all list together. Elon Musk pulled himself out of job. He said, do y'all want me to leave or stay? 42% of the people said stay, 57% said leave. He said he would abide by the poll. He like, y'all take this company, but I'm gonna turn it off. I don't know. You can say I'm not gonna be the CEO no more. Just be the chairman of the board. and control all the people on the board. That's what you do. January 6th committee says charge Trump. They say he got to go, man. They want to put him in jail. Shout out to the 700 families who benefited from Christmas in the wards this weekend. Shout out to the Rand. Shout out to Larry Huggins. Shout out to all the businesses that put in. Shout out to all of the Chicago Aldermanic Black Caucus and everybody. Riis, it was kids. They was giving bikes and all that stuff. I want to have like a thing that I do, that me and Carrie do, right? That the Jackson Family Foundation, Tennille, all of us do, where we, like do something really nice. And it's like we use like the people that we work with. Like, man, I mean, think about it. Tennille got dinosaurs. She got monster trucks. She got Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and all of that good stuff. I know a couple people.
I ain't gonna say, but I've been to a great Christmas party. The last one, I think it was last year.
In Peoria?
No. They did the one in Peoria. We did the one
at the Parkway.
Yeah, it was pretty. We had, aldermen there, senators. So, I think she, somebody good on their Christmas.
I think I feel like we could put. But the thing is, I feel like everybody do something for Christmas, right? And it's like everybody got something during Christmas. I want to do like Christmas in July. Like Christmas in July with the Jacksons. And put the whole, like, you dig together and make everybody be like, I want to make snow inside in July. And be like, turn on the air conditioning and it's be cold. You got to come in, you got to pull on your winter coat and leave out like it was, right? But no fat white dude in the chimney, though. Won't be no Santa Claus. And it would be black men giving, black men and women, but black men not being Santa Claus but being Blacker Claus or whatever they gonna do. And like the young people get to see the black men carrying the stuff and putting it in the ladies. I know. And the ladies cooking. I know. And the men doing like, loading up the truck. I know. The men supposed to, I know. Y'all don't want nobody, the men ain't supposed to carry stuff and the ladies supposed to. I just want it to be like Christmas in July, and I want like for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be like, I want white sponsors, but I don't want it to be like white men saving black kids, or like, I don't want it to feel like a charitable event. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want it to feel like, I want it to feel like, man, Joe, I'm supposed to be here, and this is what I'm supposed to have in July. I think we can make that happen. Anyway, look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I got through my headlines. That was just a little rundown. Riis, it's time for me, but don't hit the button yet. I hit the other button, though, because I am blowing up on Tuesday. Happy birthday to everybody out there. All right, Riis. You was telling me you did a little shopping yesterday. And I was thinking, like, then I got, yesterday, shout out to Anita Padilla, who first hit me up yesterday and was like, Maze, you need, from Fox 32, who was like, look, our weather forecasters, she ain't make me pick which weather forecast to guess with. I didn't have to ask the European model or the GBT model. She just said, look, it's going to be a snowstorm. I'm getting my furnace checked out. I'm getting all my stuff. I'm getting groceries. You need to go do it. So I went to the grocery store yesterday, and while I was at the grocery store, I kind of loaded up, Riis, and I realized, like, I just bought a week's worth of food, right? I bought the meat for every day. I bought the ham, you know what I'm saying, just in case, whatever, because I was thinking about getting a chef, but I don't know what's going on, so I just bought stuff to make sure that we could, be straight for the holidays without having to, whatever. Man, Joe, I only had like 4 bags, and it was like $267. $267, fam. $267. I had 4 bags. And the ham and the meat was on sale. Riis. Cause I was thinking like, damn, I can't do my last minute Christmas trick, so I got to go Christmas shopping, and I was thinking to myself, how am I going to, if the groceries was $267 for 4 bags, and I had vegetables, Joe, tomatoes was like $3 a pound. It was crazy. So it got me to thinking about Christmas and how much it costs. And so, Riis, I want you to go ahead and hit the up button.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
How do you make your Christmas budget? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. How do you make your Christmas budget? Now, I got to start with the meal thing. So I want to know, Riis, when you make your budget, first of all, do you make a Christmas budget? Like, do y'all make a budget and say, okay, this is how much I'm spending for Christmas. This is how much, this is the max. And then if you do you include your meal in that? Right? Do you include the food? So, and like, where do you start? So when you start to think about Christmas, what's the first thing you start with? Your food or the gifts you got to get? Then I want to know, who gets gifts? Like, who gets gifts? How do you budget for the gifts? And then I want to think about cash or gifts. How do you do better? Because me and Tania was talking yesterday, and we was talking about, she offered my kids, she said, send me an Amazon list or tell me what you want for Christmas. And she said, you can send me an Amazon wish list or you can ask for cash. And it was interesting how my children chose, and I was just like, dang, y'all blew that one. So anyway, I want to start with talking about your Christmas budget. Riis, do you have a budget for Christmas? Like, when Christmas comes around, do you have a general sense of about how much it's going to cost you, how much you're going to spend? Like, how do you look at Christmas? Because are you the master of Christmas? Are you responsible for it? Like, how do you look at Christmas? And do you look at it like, do you save all year for it? Are you going to go into debt for Christmas? Like, you got your credit cards? How do you approach Christmas, just to start? Wait, do you start with the meal first? Do you think about how much what you going to get for food? Or do you start with what gifts you going to get?
I think about the gifts first. For sure.
Okay. And then how do you prioritize? So let me back up. Then do you have a number that you put on people, like, for a gift, or do you say, okay, this is what I got to spend for Christmas?
I usually ask people what they want for Christmas, and then you be like, okay, well, this is what you want for Christmas. And then I look and see how much it costs and all that. And then I usually get everybody. Christmas it's a little different nowadays. Like, it used to be like a long list back in the day. Well, it's not that long. It's not that long list no more. So, I usually get everybody what they want, or like the majority of what they want. But yeah.
All right. And so how far out? So, like, and I agree with you. Like I think, so Christmas used to be, like, to me, when I was younger, I wanted a bunch of stuff for under the tree. Like, I felt like I wanted it to be like I wanted you to have a Christmas list, but like now, I think I probably start with the Christmas list first, but usually, like, on that list, do you set, like, is there a number that people won't ask you for? Like, so if your son says, Dad, your daughter says, Pops, Dad, this is what I want for Christmas. Do they have a number in mind that they be like, I'm not going to ask for that because I know better? And do you have a number where you be like, nah, y'all know y'all?
Nah, my daughter list is always outrageous. You know what I'm saying? My son probably only want one thing, but my daughter, her list always exceeds it's almost 1,500 for like her list. Like her list is always crazy. But no.
Now, so what about your lady? Do you pick for your lady, or does she tell you what she wants?
It could be either or, but she usually tell me, but sometimes, you get creative and I'll be like, oh Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, who's the better gift buyer? In the house, are you who's the better gift buyer? Do you, and open up the lines, give us a call, 872-259-7474. How do you budget for Christmas? How do you make your plan? Do you start with your food? Do you start with your gifts? Do you set a number, like an overall budget, and divide it up? Or who gets priority? I know y'all want to get in trouble, but who is the better gift buyer? Would you rather somebody tell you, or would you rather your significant other get you what they want? OnThe did something to all the kids, right? She hit up all the kids and she said, "What do you want for Christmas? Send me your Amazon wish list, and I'll get what you want." My kids said, "Well, thanks, OnThe, but we'll take the cash." And I was like, dummies. I didn't mean to call them dummies. Excuse me. Not dummies. But I was like, you guys really blew that one. Because, Riis, you'll never get the same amount of cash as you would on a wish list. Right? Because on a wish list, she would have just probably clicked yes, 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 and auto send. It's only so much cash I'm giving you. Right? It's only so much cash I'm giving you as a Jackson, especially a Tennille Jackson. Right? Because I think, on the Jackson side, they still think $100 is a big, we'd be like, you getting $100? You better open that up. My kids be like, thank you. Dad, where's your envelope? No. So, what do you think is the maximum a family should spend? And how far out do you go, Riis, on the gifts? Is it just immediate family? Then do you get brothers and sisters? Do you get older people? Do you get your mom a gift? How far out does it extend? Do you buy people do you feel obligated, if you have people that you buy gifts to everybody, or just your immediate family and mom?
It really all depends. I really just probably just family.
Huh?
I said probably just my
immediate family.
It's probably just it.
All right. All right. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Let's see what they say in the comments. All right. Cassandra says, I only buy gifts via Zelle for my kids. No toys or clothes for my two little pudding pops. Their parents are nuts throughout the year. They get their mutual fund funded. That makes more sense to me. Richard Robinson says, pay your bills, give everyone a scratch-off ticket and Christmas card. Merry Christmas. Dang, Riis, you
My brother give out Christmas card. He can do that too.
He do it. Christmas card with a scratch off?
If you come to his house, I feel like it's party and you
we gonna talk about this party that I never get invited to. Man. See, look, now they got another party Riis ain't invited me to. Look at that. And here I say, go to Bowfields every day. And they be talking about, he was like, yeah, man, I do this big old party where I feed everybody. I mean, we invite everybody. I mean, obviously not everybody, because we've never been invited. How long I know Riis? It's okay. It's all right, dog. I'm not sensitive. This about to be your 2-year anniversary-ish.
It's already passed.
It's right around, when was it?
November.
You started in November? I feel like I remember you in December. I probably didn't even acknowledge you until December. Around here, it was too much. It was too crazy. You came in right during the bang, zoom, pow! Tracy said, my mom was a depression baby, and she taught me to be happy for a good meal, a stocking with something in it, and a toy. I got more, but understood, was taught Jesus is the reason for the season. Oh, Bev said, Riis, $1,500, they getting one gift. Dang. But I mean, in this electronic era, it's really, I mean, it's tough. Like if somebody say I want an iPad,
that's exactly
you
already.
And then you want some Apple earbuds. That's $299.
That's what it was on that. She sure had that iPad. She wants some Jordans, some other shoes, mugs, some gift cards, the Bath and Body Works, and all the other stuff. Yeah, so she wanted. So her list, like I went shopping for her yesterday. See, you know what? We actually got the best time. So as soon as we go off, like I head home and I go to the mall because
ain't nobody
really there. So I'm in and out.
I see you, Riis.
Right after we get off.
Riis, I see you. Yeah. Okay, but okay, yeah. Okay, hold on. Let's see what else we got on here. You know you can get a quarter acre for $1,000. Excuse me, I'll take one of those, please and thank you. Cassandra says, it's funny, we shocked about the price of groceries, but a sandwich at the restaurant will cost you $15. Yeah. It's the rest hour wrong. It's you going out for that. Somebody said, so let me ask a question. Hold on. Let me ask, do you do charitable, hold on. Lori says Christmas is for charity. The focus should be on giving to the needy for Christmas? Okay. Now, Riis. I actually am planning on going by 10 City, though. The 10 City is about to, like, if they barbecue this winter, they about to have a come up because I'm about to clean out the whole. Anyway, they gonna come up. So, Riis, what you think a family should spend? What you think the family budget should be for a family of? What's reasonable to spend for a family of 4 for Christmas on gifts? Is it? What you think?
About 4 people gifts or 3 people gifts? What you mean by like a family of 4?
Well, I always gotta buy myself something. Cause first of all, I got to buy myself something. Cause I got to buy myself something. Cause I mean, I love myself.
To be good, I say to be if you want like a good Christmas, I think the minimum is about $2,000, $500 a person.
$500 a person. Okay.
If they like your immediate, if they like your lady, your kids, and all that, especially in like the world today, like almost buying one thing is $100.
So would you just give them all $500 each? Could you see yourself just saying, okay, here? So here go $500 for you. Here go $500 cash for you. Here go $500 cash for you.
Nah, I'll probably go buy it.
Right. You can't. See, that's what I was telling. That's why you can, because you can get a higher perceived value with $500 at the store. You can get a shell shop. You can add a little. You can get your little package. $500 in cash don't seem the same as $500 in gifts. Not to me.
See, I can go and I can find this for that, So yep, I definitely want mine.
All right. Do you do gift cards?
Yeah, if you ask for a gift card, like a couple of people, like I text them what they want, and they say gift cards. How much is an effective gift card? Like at least $100.
Right. So
maybe 50, depending on the children. I think 50 good. Like if they not like.
What can you get for $50?
Depends on the child. At a certain age.
If is justice still a thing? Did your daughter ever go to Justice?
What's that?
Okay, it was a store. Justice. I remember my daughter when she went through a Justice phase, when it's like when the little girls can finally shop by themselves, and it was like a look, and they had all the little fashions, but it was.
No, I think the only state I did do was that expensive American Girl.
I think everybody gets jammed with the American Girl. Like everybody gets jammed with the American. That's like a. And then I don't even think the kids appreciate it. I think it's the American Girl is usually a status symbol for the parents more so than the kids. Because I don't ever see nobody who asks for American Girl really rocking with their American Girl.
My daughter did used to play with hers, but I put hers up, which is so crazy. I bought her a toy, but I put her up because she wasn't taking care of it. Listen, if I got to take your dog for a hair appointment, You better take care of that hair. You hear me?
See, that's the setup. It's to get it, then you want to get the outfit, and
Right.
then they get you for like 3 stacks in the first 3 months, and then the baby be over in the corner somewhere.
That's exactly why I'm like, I'm gonna put this.
And I'm
dog
telling you, I feel like American Girl is more for the parents and the status than it is for the kids. The kids don't really care about getting no damn doll hair done.
So yeah, but
Let me take you for tea.
yep, the little birthday party. Yeah.
Okay, so what's a good amount of cash to put in the envelope where somebody can't be like, for real?
Well, 100, I think anybody gonna always take that 100 and be like, oh, okay, I rock. I don't think nobody gonna turn down. If it's your,
You can't.
if it's
First of
your
all, you're not
parent,
turning down no cash. But like, where do you be like?
it's
Like,
your parents,
what's the
like,
number?
it
What's
all
the
depends
number?
on who it is.
What? So what's the number that you get in the envelope where you be like, all right? You be like,
my aunt can give me $100. My parents cannot give me $100. I'm like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? That's what I get $100. My auntie or my uncle, like, I rock with you because I think.
what about a 20?
I'd take it, but you know what I'm saying? I like you said, I'm not gonna turn down no cash. I'd be like, all right, thank you, but I'd be like, dang, that's all I wouldn't trip, but I'd be like, all right, it's cool. The $20 is,
50?
I'd be looking like all right, it's gas money,
What about a $20 gift card?
Like I said, that's cool. It's gas money. I just look at it like I'm finna go put this right in my tank right now. I just probably drove around on Christmas anyway. I appreciate it, man. It was like a free. I turn around like, you know what I'm saying, like that. I spend it like that. I'll be like, all right, you know what? I ain't tripping. I'm gonna put this in my tank, and I'm good to go, man. Now you gave me gas. I'm straight.
How much cash do your parents got to put in the envelope for it to be right?
Minimum $250. Minimum $250.
Parents, what you put in the envelope? If your kid asks you for cash, what you putting in the envelope? And so if a parent, these parents, they be traumatized. I didn't get $5,000 on Instagram. I can't even make a money phone with this. $250. All right, $250 in the thing.
Minimum. If I'm your child.
Evelyn said, I'm grateful for the 20. Yeah. I'm grateful for everything.
I'm grateful for the 20.
But I probably would be like, nah, if everybody gave me a 20.
Yeah, hey, see, that's what I'm saying.
Like, if we all said, okay, like at church offering, like when your parents be like, okay, I'm about to put this in, but you take this part and put it in so you can have something to put in too. Okay. Books over Jordans. What Christmas you trying? Nobody want no damn books before Jordans. Them the people I be mad at for Christmas. Right, man, Come on now, dog. You better give me books. You can give me some Jordans. If you can give me some Jordans, you can throw a book with that.
Man, you know how important Christmas is, parents out there.
No, I'm traumatized by Christmas.
Even though you probably old enough to understand it as more as your children, but don't think of it like that, man. To think about these children, because that is a traumatizing experience going back to school and all these children, how they had this and I got that. And then when it's your turn, be like, oh, my parents said that Jesus wasn't born in this month, or he's isn't this and this, so we don't get to celebrate it. Like, you don't have to celebrate Christmas. It's just the holiday spirit. Just be thankful, Make sure these.
Well,
kids
I gotta
have
pay.
Nice
what's
Christmas.
A nice Christmas, man? They better learn to love each other. You better get a hug.
Exactly, but still though, lighten their day up. It's all right, man.
Hey, man.
It's all right.
Riis putting $500 in. So what? So $250 minimum in the car.
$250 minimum in the cash, and they'll be straight. They'll be straight with $250. They'll be like, all right, okay, cool.
You can't front on $250.
Can't front on $250.
You put $100 in there, your kids gonna be upset.
They gonna take it. They gonna take it.
What they gonna say when they go in their room?
Be looking for some gifts too. Like you could put $100 with some gifts. You got some gifts with it. Some like if you bought them like an outfit.
What's the maximum a kid can ask you for a gift? Like if your kid came to you and said, "I found me some Jordan 14 extra special deluxe and they cost $1,200."
I don't even think Jordan scored that many points. That's something. I'm almost sure.
What's the maximum gift you would spend for your kid? Not a computer though.
Oh well, I would say the maximum I spent was probably for like an electronic, you know,
for an iPad.
Either that or a PlayStation. So that probably was like $500. That probably was the most. Or like an iPad, I think that was like $800. Something like that, or a computer, which is like $600. So yeah, so like it got to be like an electronic, unless it's my son because he's in photography. So I think he had a lens that cost $400, which is crazy. So
okay, but he a photographer,
you better
man.
be catching Spider-Man with that lens. Okay, you hear me?
Man, so Freylana was she was traumatized. She was happy to get that one item. When we had real black community love, it wasn't about the gifts. You better stop that. It's always been about the gifts. Y'all be cracking me up talking about Christmas ain't about the gifts. For a kid, Christmas is about the gifts. Y'all can stop all that Jesus loves me stuff. I'm here to tell you, they be measuring themselves, but I didn't get none, and that's why I say traumatized. Yep, that's why people get a whole thing. But But anyway, I don't think you should go in debt going Christmas. Anyway, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. When we come back, we're going to talk about discrimination at McDonald's. I think this might be a chance. I think Willie Wilson might have to adjust his opinion or something. We got to figure this out because I want to talk about the discrimination lawsuit at McDonald's Corporation, but not only the discrimination lawsuit that was filed in federal court, but kind of the tactics that white folks use when you get on the outs to kind of get you out. You ever been in a spot where they want you gone, and so they start doing all the stuff that would make you leave? What are the things that when a black person has run afoul, when the black teammate has run afoul of the listen? I'm going to talk about it all when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Well, since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay that fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Oh, yeah. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things, what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, why don't you come on over, Valerie?
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For the black people, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Maze and Riis and Ruthie and Ty, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressed to solve wrong.
This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my man, DJ Riis, the rule on the ones and twos. I want to send a big shout out to my mom, my MOTHER mother, who is washing Tennille's dishes right now as she's listening to the show. Riis, why you make that face? What? She is what? First of all, you have to. My mom said that my gift to her gift. Listen to what she texted me on the break. She said, "Hold on. Good morning. I'm watching your show. You and Carrie are going to get a gift of service. I will clean your house whenever you want." To which I replied, "I love that suggestion." And she replied, "I am washing Tennille's dishes right now." Now, Riis, I know that you may say that. What? But my mother is the cleaning. She finds dignity in work. She enjoys cleaning. And who am I to deny her the joy of cleaning our house? Now, Riis, I would hire a housekeeper, but no housekeeper would do as good. Let me tell you, we went on a break. We was out of town. My mom was watching book. Riis, we came back, the linen closet. It was like I could find everything. Like it was like, look, it was like my mom. Like I don't think I've ever had a place where I don't be like, "Mom, could you just please come back?" Right? So now, man, it's like I'll take that all day long. I tell you, Big Swill better hope she don't never come up to the stove because he gonna have problems. We gonna have problems if she come over here. Mason, what is this? Oh my goodness!
Call you by your whole name.
Oh, if my mom called me Maze, I'd be like it. Like if I hear Maze from my family, except for Tennille, I probably feel it like a certain kind of way, right? My mom though, it's Mason, right? It's like, you know how different people call you different things, right? So my mom is Maison. Like, she done tried to call me Maze, and it'd be like, stop it. Just stop. Don't even try. Maze, no, don't do it. Just please don't. Please, mother. Your mama named you Maison, I'm going to call you Maison. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, see, some of y'all be taking it too far. I be having these moments, and then y'all think that y'all take the liberty. You cannot call me Maison. You can't. Now, remember, you test me, I'm going to hit you with a ban. Then you're going to be like, dang, he took it too far. I'm telling you now. Just because you heard me say Maison on the radio does not mean that you, unless you would like me to refer to you as ban, get the opportunity to just wantonly use my name. Okay, I digress, as I have this whole entire show. DJ Riis the Ruler. Did you see the story on the cover of Cranes today? It is McDonald's CEO Chris Kibzinski, and McDonald's is being sued for racial discrimination. Now, I don't know if you remember back a little earlier, maybe it was this year or last year, the CEO, Chris Kibzinski, was talking about the murders in Chicago and how the black parents had failed the kids and all of those good things. Remember, and then, like, it was a big old thing. He had sent the mayor a text. Remember, and it was a whole big thing, and then Willie Wilson came in and kind of saved the day for him, right? And, like, kind of when Willie Wilson came in and saved the day for him, it let him off the hook because they had him on the ropes. They was about to make him resign. He didn't resign. He stayed in the spot. So, you know, Riis, typically when somebody makes a racial mistake in public, they go through all of these, you know, they take the steps, right? They take the steps. They have sensitivity. They have meetings at the company where the CEO says, let's have an open conversation about racism, blah, 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 blah. But really, they don't want to have an open conversation about racism. They just really want to say they did it. But so they hold these big things, and all the black people be like, do you see any racism here? No, there's no racism here. You see any racism? No. Good. I'm glad. We cultivate a culture of no racism here. You see this good paying ass job I got? Man, no, I don't see no damn racism. And if I did, you wouldn't hear me talk about it. So that is the scenario from which I'm going to take this conversation. Now, there's another thing that growing up, that I'll never forget. My old man, we was watching the A-Team one night, right? So watching the A-Team, dun 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 dun. Mr. T was my hero, right? Like, Mr. T was like, I still think I would fan out if I got to meet Lawrence Mr. T. I used to have Mr. T cake and everything. I loved Mr. T growing up, and so we would be watching A-Team, and I remember we were sitting there watching it, and the president CEO of this super major corporation was all dressed up in a suit, and he was the head of the company, and his head of security was Riis, a well-dressed, super technical black man. And I remember my old man saying to me, see how this is how the world works. He said, the white man can be the top guy of the company. The black man can be the head of security. Right? And one of the things that I've noticed in my life, Riis, is that wealthy white people keep a black person, advisor, somewhere in their universe. Somebody that can affirm that can always be their proof that they're not a racist. Right? So somebody that, you know, is probably well equipped to hear bull crap, but also recognizes that they probably wouldn't have access to a lot of the spaces if they weren't kind of compliant. So this is the setup for the story. Chris Kibzinski, CEO of McDonald's, versus Michael Peaster. Michael Peaster was the head of security for McDonald's, and he was his personal security for the CEO. So, Riis, during the time when Chris Kibzinski got in trouble, they had a meeting at McDonald's corporate headquarters where it was there was a presentation, and then there was a question and answer session during which Mr. Peaster said to some of the people who believe, now mind you, this is his head of security, so he with him everywhere he go all the time. He the first person he see in the morning besides his wife, last person he see at night, right? When asked did they see any racism at McDonald's, he said that some of the people who believe what the CEO said should have more empathy and compassion for those less fortunate than them. That's what he said. Stop the record. Nigga, didn't we tell you ain't no racism here? Now, mind you, he said we should show more empathy and compassion to people less fortunate than you are. That's what he said. Riis, from that moment on, he said he got iced out. The president was there, so his head man, his top dog, his super cool basketball playing buddy, is just essentially said, if you believe what he said, have a little bit more understanding. Try what my man say. Try a little tenderness, right? All the white people said, Mike, we thought you was with us. You trying to tell us that we were insensitive to the less fortunate, to the less fortunate Negroes whose parents have failed them? Riis, he got put on ice. Now, mind you, he is the head of he is the CEO, the head of security for the top man at McDonald's. Riis, he says then immediately after that, he then realized that the CEO was upset with him and began to freeze him out. It starts with telling him, as the head of security, you can't ride on the corporate jet anymore. You now have to take a commercial flight. Now, Riis, the first part of that is exclusion, right? Like you get booted from, like the head of McDonald's flies corporate on the corporate jet because his time is super valuable. If I'm your head of security and I can't get on the jet, how do I secure you? Right? So now I got to take a commercial flight to beat you to the airport to be waiting for you to be your security. But now that I'm on the outs, I can't be on the jet. And do you know all the work it takes? So you got to land at the same airport. You got to get there, and you got to coordinate that you're there in advance of his flight. But you got to make sure he gets on the plane. Then you got to get off your commercial flight, run over to pick him up. Head of security. Then they create a problem for him. These are tactics that white folks use. So now they say, you was late. Because Negroes be late. But if I'm on the corporate, you're on the corporate jet that flies faster and directer, and I got to get on a regular flight and get there and then get transportation to where you're at. Now you telling me I'm not doing the job. So I've decreased the amount of resources that you have to do the same job, and then say that you have now underperformed. So then, Riis, what do? They promote him to another job, a higher job, of which they then say he's not capable of doing and he can't manage. Now, they tell him he can't hire any of his employees or any of his staff. And they cut off all of the resources that the job has and then say he can no longer handle the responsibilities of the job. So, Riis, I've been there 34 years. And now all of a sudden I'm incapable of doing my job because I said, have more empathy and compassion to those less fortunate. And so I want to ask you, have you ever experienced racism in the workplace? And then what are the tactics that white folks may use to get you out the spot? Now, McDonald's, after 34 years, says that the man woefully underperformed his job duties in his new job. Now, he had one job where he was the head of security for all these years, and now within the time of a year, he is no longer fit to do any job at the joint. Now, my question is, who gets his back? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Have you ever experienced racism in the workplace? What have been the tactics that they have used to hurt? Have you ever got put out? What are the tactics? I was talking to a buddy the other day who works at the Illinois Tollway Authority, right? And the Tollway Authority used to be the den of like white Republicans. Right? And Democrats just took over DuPage County. So the tollway is in the midst of transition. But the white guys over there practice racism against some of the black employees that none of the people see, right? And most of the black guys, you know, they get talked to crazy. Somebody told me one of them even got spit on. But they said, look, man, I make $40-something an hour. I will deal with this racism over here. So much so that one of the employees said that he complained and the supervisor hung nooses, hung black bottles from nooses in the locker room, and all the black people walk by and don't say nothing. And he says something and like nobody at the tollway will even talk. Will even say nothing because the black folks like, look, man, don't start no trouble over here. Look, we making good money. Forget these crazy white boys. We just gonna work until we get up out of here. And I just thought, Riis, what are the experiences that black people have to suffer through in a workplace, or tactics that white folks use to try and drive black people out of the workplace when they just express the views about, like, if they do mention racism? Like, it's so crazy to me because, like, this is the case. Like, so you have an open forum. The man talks about what is racism, right? They're talking about, and so imagine I see the racism. I'm with you every day. I know you kind of racist. I got to be quiet because I'm on the corporate jet, dog. I'm the head of security for McDonald's, dog. If he stay at the Four Seasons at the presidential suite, I got the vice presidential suite, right? I could hire all the black security, right? I get to put all I get to coordinate. Like, I'm literally the head of security for the president of McDonald's. Y'all could talk about it being the token spot, but it's really a very powerful position, right? Every corporate meeting, dog, McDonald's is a world economy, right? And so having a black man in the head of security, it is a kind of a big deal. But I was just thinking about, like, you know, you'll be like, he got kicked off the corporate jet. But, like, fam, how many black people are corporate jetting? Not really a lot. I know y'all watch Instagram a lot, but they not. They not. And I'm not just saying about the corporate jet. The premise I'm talking about is, what are the things that black folks have, the tactics that white folks use? You see, this man was good for all these years. He just gently tried to say, like, look, y'all, it is racism in the world. And he got ran out. Have you ever spoke up on racism, and have they ever used tactics, or do you just say, man, look, I got to do this job 9 to 5. I got my guy out. I'm telling you, at the Illinois Tollway. Well, they like, man, you make all that money, dog. You could deal with a little racism, but don't talk about it. Yeah, we know it's racist, but don't talk about it, man. Just do your job. It's like them people at Amazon who said they used to come to work with Confederate flags on, right? Do you just say, okay, let's take it? And is it just, or you just be troublesome? Give us that's trauma. Was it too much trauma? It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll talk about it when we come back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBP, media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP, media's just for you and me.
Where my steppers at? Christians on the west side, Christians on the south side, Christians on the north side, Christians on the east side, Christians on the west side, Christians on the south side, Christians on the north side, Christians on the east side, all around the world. Baby, please come to me, let me be your fantasy. Baby, like the tree, I will be all that you need. Unwrap you underneath the mistletoe. We can sip some wine, kiss you from head to toe. Baby, don't you ever let me go. I want you to know it's alright. Wishing you be my boo. Can you please be my prince? Around me, wishing please can you be with me, baby, on this Christmas? I'm satisfied now, baby. Step this way, come on, baby, ride with me in my sleigh. Tonight we're gonna party, girl. It's time to play. Baby, and you gon' do it on Christmas Day and go all the way. Merry Christmas, baby. 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 Feliz Navidad, baby. Feliz Navidad. Wishing you be my boo. Can you please be my prince? Be my Christmas, baby. Be my Christmas, baby. Wishing please can you be with me, baby, on this cruise? I got something very nice for you. And got your shorty baby too, baby. Your stuff, my stuff, right here, baby. Your stuff, my stuff, right here, baby. We want some gifts. Gotta have some gifts. We want some gifts. Gotta have some gifts.
Senator Ricky, and y'all don't remember that, man? Dog, man, we played some that, like, we might have to add that to the Blackest Christmas, the Blackest Christmas ever. We might have to put this Christmas on there. Oh God, that was Senator Ricky Hendon. Hey man, you know you gotta love his bravery, not his bravery, his like willingness to just, you know what I'm saying, like Riis. I think he got a video for this.
His Rona money video was everything to me. I don't care what
the fishing boat when they driving down the street.
In the car standing up like everything to me.
That is Ricky Hendon this Christmas. Oh, be my boo, me and you in this Christmas. You know we want them gifts, y'all.
Right.
Y'all ready to talk about Christmas. Look, Frey Lana had me cracking up talking about y'all missed the nuts, fruit, and peppermint in a bag. I used to get that, but I'd be like, where the rest? I mean, it's funny when parents be like, you gotta act like Christmas is all about the season. Kids want gifts, dang it. Like, I'm sorry. All they want to do is play with the box. Okay, well, give me some boxes, but make sure it's got some stuff in there. I want to open up some stuff. I'm going to tell you, Christmas morning, it'd be like it really is just ripping the stuff off the boxes to me. Like,
yeah, I learned now I keep a whole trash bag. As you open up your gifts, I give you a trash bag. Right as you open it, put it in that trash bag. Be paper everywhere. I give my dogs a gift. Yeah, I get my. I dress them up, put them on a little reindeer.
You put your dogs. Wait, you literally put.
Yeah, I put.
Reese, what kind of dog you got?
I got a Labrador and I got a pit bull,
and they both got a. The pit bull be like, I'm fucking you up.
and they put it on.
That pit bull gonna wear your ass out one day though.
Walking around with the leg.
Yeah, he gonna be walking around like let this easy. Let him not feed me right one day. I got pictures. He gonna take pictures. He gonna get you, Reese. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. What was we talking about? Oh, I was just telling you. So I just wanted to show y'all, like, one of the black dudes at the tollway complained about racism, and like, you see that hanging? They hung a black bottle by a noose. And nobody wants to talk about it at the tollway. Like, what do you do when you're in a space where the white people have decided that you are on the outs? You're the troublesome Negro. Do you leave? Do you fight through it? Like, what do you do, Reese? You ever experienced racism in the workplace?
Oh, yeah.
Do you just say, I'm not even tripping, I just got to get this check? Like, let these...
Nah, I definitely. If you want to treat me like I'm black, I'm gonna show you black.
Right, but did you when you say you're gonna show them black? What does that mean?
First of all, ain't nobody hanging no noose. Like, nah, I'm sending it off. What you mean? Like it's just.
I mean, he done told all the bosses they like you.
See, they ain't see. You know how don't nobody hear you. Be like, all right, man, you didn't say it. Like I said it all these times, and don't nobody hear you until you yell or until you know what I'm saying, or until you do that. See, I done told you. And now I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you what I've been trying to tell you.
What should he do? What do you think he should do? Like, he done went to the thing. They said this is not a human resource. He went to the state of Illinois. The black lady said, "I'm sorry, but this isn't an issue for us." Like, do you catch the dude after? Like, what do you do?
Nah, but once they started hanging bottles, I would have came the next day with a wore a Ku Klux Klan outfit. I would have started trolling with them. Since we trolling, I would have came with a Ku Klux Klan outfit. I would have shaved my hair. I would have came with a Confederate flag. I would have turned into Uncle Ruckus on them. I say you got to troll them back. Ain't nobody hanging no bottles and think it's okay. It's okay? Nah. You can't just let them get away. Nah. You got to speak up. Ain't no job more important than your dignity. So, I definitely would have said something.
Okay, so I think that,
or that tollway would have been free for the day. It would have been free.
You just left the gate up. You'd have been like, you'd have turned off the switch.
It would have been free for the day.
So James said wear a Malcolm X t-shirt. Like, the HR department work for the company, not you. Hey, y'all, it's the callers on. Give us a call. What do you do if you experience workplace racism and nobody really responds? Give us a call, 872. Like, this black man, he went to the federal court and sued because the white folks put the tactics on, and then they said human resources is usually showing the people how to get rid of you. They're not there to help you, right? The human resources is there to advise the company. So what their tactic was promote him, give him another job, make sure he can't do the job, and then we can fire him for cause and say he didn't do the job because the CEO say, I can't tell black jokes no more with him around. Carla, you on the Maze Jackson Show. What do you do with workplace racism? How do you address it when it's baked into the culture?
Man, shalom. We got on the construction site. Man, they do try to ignore it. I'm still fighting this noose ever on the Barack Obama Center. These people trying to ignore it, sweeping under the rug. So that's a great question, man. And you do
so how do we do it? Like my man is out at the tollway. He done y'all saying all these people, they like call the EEOC, call the Inspector General, and all of these people are usually there to protect the interests of the company, right? Like, who protects black people from racism in the workplace when the deck is stacked against you? Then they call you the troublesome guy.
Come on, man. Stop it. We still 3/5 human in the Constitution. Ain't no rules. What they say, ain't no rules. A white man got that. You know that old saying.
No rights that a black man has that a white man is bound to respect.
Exactly, and that ain't stopped yet. I hate to use the word revolution, but it ain't nothing gonna happen until we turn all this stuff over. Because all our Sambo aldermen and elected officials, even when they put a noose on me on 39, 10, 20 years ago, and they was hanging on the scaffold, I'm like, man, what is this? I ain't gonna say his name, but he prominently black guy. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Talking about $40 This man was making millions of dollars a year. So I know he was like, he don't want to rock the boat. So, man, that's an interesting question. But did this happen recently at the tollway?
It's going on right now.
Man, I need to get on top of that, man.
Right now.
Oh, that's love. I need to hit it. I'm on it.
Right.
So, no, that's a good. Right now, I'm fighting. I'm sending emails out now. Right now, you ain't heard nothing about the news on Barack Obama's site. I know who's tweeting on the rug, but I ain't going.
The news on Obama's site, I'm like, when they told me that the black people had to take racial sensitivity training after that kind of threw me off. I was like, I'm off this one because, like, why do black people have to take the sensitivity training? You think black people hung up a noose? That sounds like some Juicy Smouye stuff, don't you think, Israel?
Actually, I'm gonna tell you, yes and no, but no, I'm on it. 2 black brothers saw a Mexican making it. Actually, 2 nooses was made over there. These Mexicans getting out of hand, and I'm not against the Mexicans. It's just they even put a gun on one of the brothers over there outside over a parking spot. So, I'm not no racist, but man, when somebody,
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Yes, sir. You ain't here?
No, I did not.
They working outside the Obama site, the CDOT. That's their passion. And your boy Millhouse. I've been trying to reach out to Millhouse to find out what's going on. They got a company called Martinez doing excavation on the outside. Sound like a Mexican name to me. And the Mexican already had a problem with the brother, and they was arguing over a parking spot. And the man up the strap on him. And they sweeping that under the rug. But I ain't letting it go. You know me, the king on it. But yeah, that tollway, I'm on that too then.
Get on it.
Shalom.
King, I need you on that. Thank you. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Man, give us a call, 872-259-7474. Oftentimes we have to ignore racism to get our money. And it's not that it bothers me that y'all call the brother a token, right? Like, I don't know how you get into a company and work your way up to the top and then you got to be branded a token. Now, I'm saying that he was at the job. They asked, and he said, try a little sensitivity. And they was like, oh, hold up. And I think a lot of people have to bear, quite honestly, racism in the workplace. It's just how much are you going to tolerate? Right? Y'all know it cracks me up when everybody's such a freedom fighter. When they know they go into a racist environment, you have to prepare yourself to go into work anyway, a lot of times, to be able to say, I got to deal with these crazy. How many of us say, man, I got to deal with these crazy white people for 8 hours, man. Let me get my mind right before I go in here and do my thing. Riis, is that not a reality for most black folks in the workplace?
Oh, it's just, I don't even think it's just white people. I think it's just damn near people, to be honest with you sometimes. But I actually did have, I just remember like when I was at my last job before this one, I felt like I was getting like harassed. So I told them that it was racial, and it changed. I'm not even gonna lie, it changed. It did change for like the better. Like it was this one guy, like I just really felt like every time, like he was always watching me doing something and then like reporting, and then it got to the point where I posted something on Facebook, and he not even my friend on Facebook, but it got back, it got back to him, you know what I'm saying? And so I got called in. So when I got called in, I basically just told him that, you know, I think is a racism here, you know, and everything. And then I was like, if it don't stop, I'm going to HR, and it actually did stop though.
And so, interestingly, I just want to let you know that HR generally is working with a way to try to, when you go to them, they be like, they try to tell them, and if the boss is like, look, man, I got to get rid of them because they messing up the environment, HR's job is usually to can you. To get you out the way, to make sure that they could do it in a safe, clean way. Social media is one of the ways that corporations, though, do get exposed, and they don't want that to be out there. We got anybody else on the line? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. I got a brother out at the tollway who just was minding his own business. Well, actually, you know, not going along to get along, and became troublesome. And now the press is on to get him to go. I mean, how they hang a noose and ain't nobody talking about it? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. What happens when threats and intimidation don't work? Do they hang your job over your head? Call you on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up?
Good morning, family. This is Ballhead. How you all doing?
Ballhead. Hey, Ballhead, let me tell you something real quick. So I ain't gonna even talk to you about y'all. We're gonna have a cook-off between y'all and Bowfields. But beyond that, Ballhead, my daughter called me up, right? She said, Dad, what y'all doing for Christmas? What y'all eating? And I was like, I don't know yet. We don't have food. And she was like, could you get that man to make the stuff he did the last time? I was like, and it's so funny that you just called me up right now. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. What's up, Ballhead? How you feeling, brother?
Hey, man, God is good. Look here, let me tell you, I worked for the Force Reserve for 27 years. And when you work with the government jobs, they tell you all that, yeah, go to EOC, but EOC will not go against government jobs. They'll give you a right to sue letter. Then you got to find a lawyer that's not afraid to deal with them. The only thing you have to do is take their contracts and you have to whoop them with their own language. Make sure your paper trail is straight, you have none, and take their language and use it against them. That's the only recourse we have because you're going to deal with the racism all the time. I mean, 27 years I dealt with it, and I whooped them. They were so upset. But we had to use the language that they give us, get their contract, and then you have, that's the only recourse we have. Only one. And I had fun. I enjoyed going because I knew if they were that slow, then I was going to whoop them. Have a good time whooping them. All the way till I had to get what I got. But we have to fight. Always, we have to fight. We have to keep fighting. And I love you guys. And call, let me know whatever you need. You know we here. And Bowfield, ain't no problem. I love you, but we got to
Look, I'm gonna have a cook-off. I'm gonna have a barbecue off or something. I'm gonna make a winter barbecue fest, and we gonna have Bowfields. We gonna have Ballhead. Ballhead wife said, I do all the cooking, by the way. I think we need a cookie. We need a cookie because you do all the talking. She do all the cooking. We need another one of them potato salads with the deviled eggs in them, and I need another one of them cookie puddings. So we're gonna talk about all of that. Like, matter of fact, let me hit you up a little bit later on today so we can put that together. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Ballheads say if you got racism in the workplace, man, you cannot go to. You got to have a paper trail and not go to the EEOC. You got to look at the contract. Well, my man is out at the tollway, and it's like racism is rampant out there. But like the black men in the field, it's like, yeah, they talk about the chairman of the board, and we have people in the top spots. But who looks out for the black folks? If the black dude on the top spot is trying to watch his back, does he have time to look out for the guys that's out in the field? And quite frankly, a lot of times that's where it happens. Right? Like the people in the office have to be politically correct. The guys out on the road get to pull whatever they want to pull, because who believes the black dude? And if you the black dude that come in talking about racism to the white people, they going to be like, man. I mean, dog, they got a noose hanging in the locker room. Riis, if there was a noose hanging at the Obama Center, how can a noose be found in the locker room at the Illinois Tollway Authority and nobody in the state sees a reason to address it? I got to be on the Maze Jackson show talking about it? You mean to tell me that the Inspector General, the OIG, all of these people know, they got a picture of it. And I got to be on the morning show talking about the fact that black people have to deal with racism. They are hanging nooses in a state facility, state of Illinois, where we have the most black elected officials in the country, and they still feel comfortable pulling it. What do we do to deal with the racism in the building? Caller, and what do we do with racism in the workplace when you man, I gotta make I'm trying to make a living and make a better way for my family. Caller, you on the Maze Jackson show.
Maze.
James, better known as DJ Rembrandt. DJ Rembrandt, what up, dog?
What's going on, bro? Man, you gotta face it. We behind enemy lines. So I think it's not nobody that's working in the workforce ain't faced any racism in the workplace. Like you said, you work. You expect the human resources to help you. The union that you pay union dues in, not even helping you. They taking your money. They will help the white boys and the white women, but the black people, you on your own. You better, like Ballhead said, you better come in there with your ducks in a row. You representing yourself. They just sitting there hanging around to see if you're gonna say something that's gonna hang yourself. But if you like Ballhead said, if you got to go in there representing yourself and have your ducks in a row, have paperwork and everything. Let me tell you something, real quick story. Mm-hmm. I worked for an office supply delivery company. I was written up for walking too much.
What?
And I worked in the downtown area. I still have the paperwork to this very day. I have a write-up for too much walking. I've delivered office supplies in the downtown area. I delivered to DePaul, Robert Morris, what's the other one? Off of Michigan, the other college right off of Michigan.
Roosevelt?
Yeah, Roosevelt University. That area, Roosevelt. Roosevelt University. All that area was my area. I had all the state buildings, the Daily Center. I had all of that made. And I had a guy, they had a new guy come, ride with the drivers trying to see if they could, quote unquote, make the route more efficient. And I told him, I said, there's no way to make it efficient in your downtown Chicago. You can't drive to every stop and still make a time quota. So, yeah, the guy wrote me up one day, I guess. I came and parked in my normal spot. I guess he was sitting like about a half a block away. And he seen me load up my cart to make a delivery, and he wrote me up for walking too much. But I fought it. I fought it, and I beat that. I beat it.
Man,
we gotta fight every day. Like if she ain't lying when he said, "All my life I had to fight." There you go.
That's my man, James Say, better known as DJ Rembrandt. Y'all check out DJ Rembrandt on the ones and twos. I know he a house head DJ, but y'all check him out. Let's see. We might have to get him come on by Obsidian one of these days. Look, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. I was thinking about this black man at McDonald's who sued for racial discrimination. And I was thinking about the tactics that white folks use in the workplace to kind of squeeze you out. This guy suffered retaliation. They kicked him off the corporate jet, right? They made his job more difficult to make him, and then they promoted him and then said after 34 years he wasn't capable of doing the job. Then I look at my man, there's a guy out at the tollway who is being, who has suffered, they hanging nooses. I'm sure if you're looking at the broadcast live, you can actually see the noose with the black bottle hanging from it. Now, if you look at that, you say to yourself, what does this brother do, right? Because he's spoken to the bosses. He's told them that he's faced racism in the workplace. He showed the people, everybody that he goes to that's supposed to help is telling him, well, that ain't our job. We can't help. In the meantime, he got to go back. And now that you done told, now you know that they're putting retaliatory tactics in the space to make you jump. How do you win in a place like that? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show.
Oh, hallelujah. Greetings here. This is Mama D. How you feeling today?
Hey, Mama D. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm fired up. Considering the Jim Crow genocide that successful NAAs, Indigenous Native American Africans, have to endure to become successful, do you think it's an interesting idea that you would have them pay reparations to blacks that are not so successful? I mean, have you ever heard such a thing?
I have not.
I mean, and to hear a host on WBGX is, oh, that's an interesting idea. I'm just blown away about that. Didn't Dr. Willie Wilson say you can't tell him how to spend his money? And I mean, just please tell me something on that, because I can't wrap my brain around it.
I'm still trying to figure this one out myself. I do think that we've got to be able to know that, like, when this happens, I want to talk to Dr. Wilson because he does have a relationship with the radio, with this same guy, right? Hold on one second. I'm sorry, guys. Dr. Wilson defended this guy when this stuff happened earlier. So I do want to know how Dr. Wilson will feel and will address it. But I was also thinking about, how do we deal with the fact that black folks hold on one second. How I guess the tactics not the tactics, but the repercussions black people have to deal with in the workplace if they are being told that if they talk about the racism, and then when they do, and I mean, this man Riis, he just said, he wasn't like, oh, you're racist. He was like, we should try a little compassion. He done sat through everything. He done heard everything. And the one time he speaks up, they try to ostracize him and run him out the job. Then you got a man out at the tollway who tells people that he is a victim of racism. He shows pictures. Look, Riis, who hangs a noose? Help me understand any rationale. If you are black and you walk and you see a black bottle hanging from your ceiling above your head, what are you to take from that? Sound very familiar? Remember the white teacher at Whitney Young who hung the bear from the noose? And the black guy got to steal, and everybody can rationalize, well, it's not really a noose. Well, how do you deal with that? Give us a call, 872-259-7474. What are some of the things that you have faced racism in the workplace, and what are the tactics that white folks use to squeeze you out the job? Caller, you on the Maze Jackson Show, because really they just want you to quit. What's up, caller?
Good morning, Maze. This is Hope, and I want to talk to you about Mike Watley at the Chicago City Water Department.
Tell me about it, Mike.
That case...
Hope, I'm sorry.
Well, keep this in mind. At the end of the day, the attorney that took the case to court had to sue the judge. Now, let me give you some of the background. In 2003, they had discriminated against Mike Watley, who was an assistant chief water engineer. He was seeking to become a chief engineer. They had hung a noose, along with calling him nigger, boy, and several other things. So he filed a suit in 2013, continued to work, and they retaliated against him. They retaliated against him in several ways. They kept calling him nigger, kept calling him boy. And by 2017, there was a leak at the Lexington water pumping station of glycol into the fresh water. Now, I don't know if you know where the Lexington pumping water station is, but it's a predominantly black and Hispanic neighborhood. This glycol was leaked into the fresh water, and people drank it. They blamed it on Michael Otley. Michael Otley had nothing to do with that. But, hey, he decided that day he's getting out of there. So he brings another suit because on his way out the door, they followed him out to the car, harassed him, and so forth. So he brought another suit in 2017. That case did go to court recently. And at court, the judge said to him, hey, number one, you can't bring up anything about that 2000 case where they called your boy nigger, hung the noose at all, because that case is under appeal. And by the way, you can't bring up this glycol leak because I'm not going to allow it. And by the way, you can't bring up anything that the Chicago OIG had investigated and found because that's hearsay. And by the way, you cannot bring up the discrimination case that just went through federal court where a Hispanic had won $9 million. Well, the attorney for Michael Otley said, look, judge, you're overwhelming me. You're not giving me any evidence to bring. Well, the judge said, well, go ahead and try your case. I haven't read what you filed, and I'm not going to read it. So on the opening day of trial, the city of Chicago mentioned in their opening statements that, Michael Otley is responsible for the glycol water leak at the Lexington pumping station.
Wait, I thought they said
the attorney
I thought they said they couldn't bring it up.
Yeah, the judge did, but he said go on with trial, and the attorney mentioned a couple of other things, mainly the 2013 case, and the judge said, I'm declaring a mistrial. So the judge declared a mistrial and said, I'm declaring a mistrial with prejudice. You cannot bring this case again. So the black attorney decided, hey, I'm going to sue you, the judge, for violating the civil rights of my client. And by the way, I'm going to fight your attempt to disbar me from, if you will, trying cases in federal court. Well, 30 days later, an interesting thing happened. The federal judge, decided to resign. He's 53 years old.
What?
He was appointed by Obama in 2010. This is a judge that was appointed by Obama, a young guy, 53-year-old, decides to resign a life judgeship. And it had to be because of that suit that Michael Otley's attorney decided to bring against him for violating her client's civil rights. And by the way, Michael Otley is still fighting. So the caller that told you that you have to fight, you have to get an attorney and fight, and by the way, EEOC is no answer. Well, they're right. And the system is stacked. So here we sit, trying to find new judges for this case because of all the things that a federal judge wouldn't allow him to bring his 2013 case up, wouldn't allow him to talk about this glycol water leak in the black.
I know that judge. That judge is appointed judge by President Obama, and I trust. Hope, this
And don't forget,
go ahead.
This is the city of Chicago where we have a black mayor. And Rahm has appointed black people as water commissioners, saying they're going to solve this discrimination in the water department. And they go hire a woman from outside of Chicago and bring her in as some kind of a head of the water department, and still the discrimination is occurring under black people. So the system is stacked. The system is very stacked. You're faced with, hey, you have to have an exit strategy. You have to be prepared for cutting your losses. And, oh, by the way, it still is a costly fight that just doesn't end. Here, Michael Otley has 2 suits, one filed in 2013, one filed in 2017. His 2017 case came to trial a couple of weeks ago, while his 2013 case is under appeal. And, oh, by the way, you get a judge that says, hey, you can't bring up information that the Inspector General has found. You can't bring up information on a water leak that was supposed to have been reported to the federal EPA. The federal EPA has no knowledge of the glycol water leak at the Lexington pumping station that occurred in 2017 that they tried to hang on Michael Otley, who had no involvement in that case whatsoever.
Hope, I got to stop you right there. We got to come back to, we're going to have to bring this Michael Otley case back. You all remember, Riis, you got to stop him right there. We got to bring this back. You all remember the case that happened at the water department. It's so much more that was wrapped up into that case. We broke the story back in the day when he came on, but there's so much more that Hope just brought down to you that you'll listen to. But I was just think about how far this man and how much time. And the reality is, Riis, the game is to wear you out. Like, you see all of that? Like, how much the man done turned gray. People call him crazy, everything else in the world. And their goal is to be like, you the crazy one. So, yes, so while you at the garage and you got a noose hanging up and you go tell somebody, everybody telling you crazy, you're misinterpreting that. You're misinterpreting what, and all the people that they tell you to go to are going to tell on you. Or how to get rid of you. Anybody else on the line? Carly on the Maze Jackson Show. What's up?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Who there, caller?
Yeah. Hey, man, but Maze, I want to share this with you. There's no more 2 places right here in Chicago than the Sheriff's Department that's racist and UPS that's racist. I worked at UPS for 5.5 years, and I was terminated because I worked in security, and I was terminated because I let the bosses know that they had a convicted convict, a female black, that she was charged with first-degree murder, and she should not be working in security. And it was 4 white boys and 2 Hispanics went up there complaining about the same girl, but they didn't fire them; they fired me. And you had another white officer. He goes between 2 trailers on camera, pulled down his pants down and pee, and they gave him 30 days off. Also, another thing, the Sheriff's Department, I was terminated from there. They accused me of selling jobs. Now, if I was selling jobs, I'm supposed to be in prison.
Selling jobs?
You know, so there's no
job. You was plugged. If you had jobs to sell, who was you selling? Who did they saying you was selling jobs to? And then, like, why do you think that was a racist tactic, or you think they was just trying to get you, or is it based on race? Tell me about that.
All the above. You just hit it. A, B, C, D, all the above. They were trying to get rid of me. That's all. All they do is fire, in the Sheriff's Department, they fire blacks and they fire Hispanics. They don't fire white boys. White people, it's a white guy that works there now. He was driving, coming to work, speeding, and he killed 2 people. And, he's still on the job. Also, you got another incident. I can tell you another incident. It's a white guy and a black guy. Helped a family as hostages. Both of them was locked up in county. I was there at the time.
Wait, back up. You said held up as hostage. Go back.
They held a wife, their kids, and family as hostage.
The news press was out there. And they both came to county. They gave the black officer time, but the white officer, he still works there. So I agree with that caller about lawyers do not take those kind of jobs, county jobs and city, state, and federal jobs. I agree with the caller saying. And EOC is a dump. They don't do nothing. So that's my experience with racism. It still exists and it still goes on out here in the society.
Man.
So I don't know matter of fact, even at UPS, I talked to an attorney. That was about 2 months ago. I haven't heard from him yet. What can you do? Nobody wants to take your case. But and another thing at UPS, we check the bags when they come in. Now, the biggest thing out there is stealing cell phones. They lock the black people, they'll lock the Hispanics up, but they don't lock the white people up when they steal. They let them go. They just throw it to the side and they go back to work.
People steal at UPS? What you mean they steal at UPS? Hold on. How do they steal at UPS? What they be stealing?
What they do is they put the cell phones in a bag. They put them on between their belts. These are high class cell phones that go through UPS. That's the biggest thing out there is cell phones. And so, hello?
I'm listening.
Oh, okay. That's the biggest thing, Maze, out there is cell phones. But like I said, they don't lock the white people up. They do not lock them up out there. Only the blacks and Hispanics. That's who they lock up. UPS is one of the most racist companies. And you got one right down the street here from where you at on Roosevelt. They're racist. Dang. So that's the biggest thing that goes on there.
Yeah, look, y'all done educated me quite a bit this hour. Look, y'all, this is the Mace Jackson Show. Racism in the workplace. My man got a noose hanging up, and he can't get no aid and assist. Like, y'all mean to tell, and now he got to be worried about the dude, Riis. So there's a picture of a noose hanging. Imagine you said, hey, man, why y'all treating me with the racism? And then you come back to work the next day, and you got a noose, and nobody cares.
It's just crazy. Like, I'm starting to add everything that you adding up. How they said they get a promotion. So I actually worked at a UPS. So I had got 2 promotions actually. One like at the first one I had went there. Like on this side, they used to always ask me to like do something. I forgot something happened to where like somebody talked to me and I calmly told them, I don't care how you talk to like nobody else in here, but you won't talk to me like that. And I'm probably older than you. That too, you know what I'm saying? Like calm that down right there. So, they came, then the little guy came, so everything's okay. But then ever since then, like a week later, I noticed I wasn't like staying extra late. And then I asked to get transferred to like the other department. It's hard to get over there. Like people that's been there for years have asked. I go there next day. So I go there, next day working. The manager there, which is so crazy, is she's trying to get me to work at a whole nother job. Like her girlfriend works at a furniture moving place. I'm like, but I work here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then push it come to shove, I'm doing all this stuff. I'd have been promoted again. Now I got to come in a little earlier doing all this. I got my cousin there. He working too. Me and him doing all the main work. It's 1 box left. It's like 13 boxes. I wrapped 12. I'm tired. It's one guy there. I said, man, he said, yeah, I got it. I tell my boss. I said, all right, I wrapped up all of them except one. He said that he's going to, wrap it. She says, okay, thumbs up on camera. I go to sleep. It's like the weekend. I wake up to a text message from my manager saying I've been fired for not wrapping a box.
They get you. They play the long game. They get you to drop your...
I said the rule, hold on. Here's the rule. The rule is nobody can leave until all the work is done. Everybody left before the work was done. It was me and my cousin left, doing all the boxes wrapping. So every day, everybody break the rule. If that's the rule,
Brittany,
every day.
Hey, Brittany Griner. Man, it's weed cartridges. Brittany Griner. Here's the thing, Reese. When we get comfortable, that's where they get you, right? That's why you got to follow the rules. You got to do the process all the time, right? Because the one time that they ain't cool with you and you break it and you've been doing it for all your days, it don't make no difference. You can't say, we ain't never did it. What does the rule book say? You learn the Brittany Griner lesson. Look, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Do we want to do the Blackest Christmas ever? We got to do the Blackest Christmas ever. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. I'm going to take a quick break, and we'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
You just give it to me. I don't wanna work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Why can't you just give it to me? I don't wanna work for nobody. I'd rather keep doing me. Why money ain't free? Wake up in the morning with the frown on my face, 'cause I know it's another day that I gotta face now. For people I don't wanna see, working at a job that I don't wanna be, breaking my back to the bone with nothing to show, but I got dreams.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Ty Stroger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more. Rahm Emanuel's another another case, he was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you could put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gon' sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up to seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Y'all want me to stop talking about nooses hanging in the workplace? Do something about it. Then do something. I'll be telling y'all, people have to deal with racism in their plans every day when they go to work. I think you sometimes have to plan around the racism. Because I do think that and I think you can tell the black people that have not planned around their racism. Because those be the ones that snap. The ones who have not planned for racism on a daily basis, they snap. That plan, they have a racism release plan. They be like, whew. It might be the Black Employees Union, and it's an unofficial union, right? Like, Riis, is it like ain't at the workplace when you deal with racism? Like, I feel like there's a like even the black people that you don't get along with at the job, like y'all got somebody that connect all the dots, so y'all be like, who are they, the black, do y'all go to lunch together? Right? Do y'all eat together in the cafeteria?
Sometimes, it'd be the core. Not all of them.
It's a core.
It's a core in this one right here, because, there's always that one black person that's, that on that nag, it's all of that one. So, you got to always watch out, because there's always one person that want to say, look at me, I'm special. So, you got to always watch out.
All right. So, it's the Maze Jackson Show, Riis. Racism in the workplace. I just still can't believe my man got to go to work and there's a noose in the workplace. And it'd be like, some days, Riis, I just feel like we have lost our respect as black men. Like, it'd be like, it used to be like, it could be one black dude and 20 white boys and nobody wanted no smoke. Now the white boys be like, what you want to do? I just feel like, and then now it's like they got it on the corporate level. So it's like, how do you explain a noose to a white person that probably hung nooses? Boy, we didn't mean nothing by it. We were just practicing rope tying. We were just practicing our knot program. What's wrong with you? Didn't you ever go to Boy Scouts? It's part of your problem. Colored kids didn't get outside very much.
The knot program.
Huh?
I saying? Not the knot program.
That's the, you know, man, Reese, you ain't know when I was an Eagle Scout? Well, I was the Phineas F. Brazil Award. I had to learn how to tie all these knots. So, you know, you learn how to hang it. You turn it. You learn how to hang it, make a noose. I just, you know, it's an interesting thing when you learn how to make a noose. When you consider that I learned how to tie a noose with white people.
That's not how you do it.
That's not how you do it, Mace. And I was with the Christian Scouts, so I was, you know, they probably were like, now one of these days we're going to have to, when we go out, you're going to come with us. You're going to, onward Christian, you're a Christian soldier. Onward Christian soldier, marching off to, hey, you ever noticed, I told you about that before though, right? Like the white Christian songs be like war songs.
War song.
They do, for the Crusades. When they was going to coach y'all, onward Christian, oh, victory in Jesus, my Savior. We be like, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry us home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to. We be singing Negro spirituals. White boys be like, we going to conquest the world. We're going to murder. We're going to slay in the name of the Lord. We're going to stomp through. We're going to kill them. We're going to make these natives love the Lord. If we have to murder them, if we have to beat and kill them, crucify them, kill them, we're going to make them the soldiers of the Lord. Why you laughing?
That's how they be right there.
That's how they be, dog. That's why they keep talking about the Christian right. Reese, they've been singing the songs our whole life right in front of us. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show. What's up?
Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Big James! Uh-oh,
James.
James, you on the streak, dog. 2 days in a row. You must have found us and set your alerts again. What's up, dog?
You know what? I wasn't getting any notices. I thought maybe you went on vacation or maybe you decided to quit or something. Because I usually get a notice from you. But anyway, I wanted to make a comment about that one caller. He said he got fired from UPS because he worked with a black girl that worked in security with him. He snitched on her. He should get fired. He should have. So what if she committed murder? She working, she taking care of her family, she got bills, and you gonna snitch on her? See, you talking about the racism. I also talk about black people that cause other black people to get fired. So, am I doing something to you? You know, you don't want to be friendly with me. You don't want to talk to. I worked with a guy, check like he didn't want to speak to me, so I stopped speaking to him. You know, and then he made it a point to start speaking to me. Actually, that happened to me a couple times that I can remember off the top of my head. You know, it's like they get scared of the white people and they don't want to be seen talking to you for some reason. You know, so when you're black, you catch it from white people, definitely Hispanics, because they feel if you're working, then a Hispanic not working. So they get angry about that. You know, so yeah, man, black people catch it all around. Talking about she shouldn't have been working security because she committed a murder. So, what you think she don't kill you? I almost cursed. All right, thanks, man.
Oh, jeez. Where's let me put hold on. How'd it go? The warning. She committed murder, so what?
He said you're supposed to get fired.
The thoughts and opinions expressed on the Mace Jackson Show may differ from yours. The comments are for entertainment and discussion purposes only. If you are easily offended, please feel free not to watch or participate. I just needed to get the disclaimer up there, dog. Jay's a wild boy. You should have been fired. You snitch. He like, so what? She take care of family? So what? She committed murder. Y'all.
She gonna kill you. Then he just.
Oh damn, James was pissed off.
You the head of security. You scared? I can't trust you because you snitch.
Oh my God, callers the Mace Jackson Show. He said he'd be worried about the racism for black people too. Caller, you're on the Mace Jackson Show. What's up?
Hey, I got some racist firefighter stories, man. Because believe it or not, it goes down on CFD and CPD.
Talk to me.
One of my guys who shall remain nameless. I ain't gonna say who he was. He was at my firehouse. He decided to go on the north side for some odd reason. He wanted to get more fires because this place was known for burning up. So he went to an all-white boy house, mostly white, couple Mexicans. He was sitting watching TV one day. They was mad at him because he didn't even tell them he was coming over there for one. He was watching the NFL game one Sunday. Plain as day, watching plays, dude dropped the ball. Somebody on some team dropped the ball. I forgot what game it was. One of the white guys in there was like, did that nigga just drop the ball? Loud as can be in the middle of the firehouse in this mid-shift during the day. So my guy here, Buddhist, whatever, he peaceful, he let it slide. Second incident, he was sleeping in his bed. A chief was standing over his bed when he woke up and asked him, what are you doing here? He was like, I transferred over here. He was like, well, you didn't let nobody know you was coming over here. He was like, we don't really take well to that. And he basically said, you never know what can happen. You might want to leave this house because you never know what can happen during a fire. An oxygen tank or SCBA can magically malfunction. You can end up going down. Basically telling him, like, be careful because if you keep staying over here, we might do something to you to make something happen to you during a fire. And this is during probably one of the most dangerous times of being on the job. When the TV on and the news come on, all these different current events, political events, George Floyd, they very vocal at the table. They talk smack all the time. They say stuff about black folks, but they do it indirectly. Sometimes you don't need a lawyer. Sometimes you don't need an attorney. Sometimes you can invite these people right downstairs to a basement for a nice little hand-to-hand combat and shut these dudes up because it has happened and it's going to continue to happen. Every time somebody jump out of line, I invite them downstairs for an ass whooping. Sometimes you just got to punch these dudes in the face and let them know you're not playing with them. And then everything else to calm down. That's all.
That's what I said earlier. Sometimes you got to, I'll show you I'm black. You want to see that blackness? Here it is right here.
See, that's why they got all these MMA gyms now, though. I'm just telling you. Hey, man, so you saying it's racism at the fire department for employees. I just think, there's a lot, how do black people report racism to white people who commit racism? You know what I'm saying? To me, I don't think I've ever been in a place where somebody could claim racism and it really be not looked at with a jaundiced eye. Caller, you on the Mace Jackson Show. Oh, no more calls? All right. So, racism in the fire department. Y'all, is it racism in your workplace? Riis, are we racist? Yeah, you think you calling me racist, though? I don't have the power to be racist.
There was racism going on in my job, though. Oh, no. But, like I said, it is circumstances and where, is racism. But like you said, man, you got to
punch them in the face.
People only going to do things that you allow them to do. People only going to say things. You think, I hate to put my man on the spot, but you think he would have said that if Tyrone was sitting right there. It's just certain things that you show somebody that you ain't for, then they'd be like, all right, okay. See, that one time, and he said that his friend let it slide.
You gotta stop the drip before it becomes
the test right there.
Right.
Snap.
That's the can we get away with?
Loud. He heard me. Oh.
And he ain't say nothing. He ain't turn around. He ain't who the fuck you call? Who you call a nigga?
At that point,
do you feel now? Let me ask a question. Do you outsmart that situation, or do you have to how do you manage that situation without losing your job? Because I think somebody say I do feel like punch them in the face is a solution. However, punching them in the face usually means your ass going to jail.
Right. It is, but that's the solution after you try to. We adults, so we have to diffuse the problem.
Reese, you going to jail if you punch a firefighter. The black,
but we both firefighters.
no, we
so.
ain't, but both of us ain't going to
Yeah,
jail.
but I'm just-
See, there you go. There you go. So there you go. Right, both of us. There you go, Brittany. Right, you on the Brittany Griner program. He punched me. No, dog. The rules don't apply. Same to you.
So, you calmly, but you have to nip that in the bud. Then he said, "I be like, did you say what?" And then let me tell you one thing. You will never say that again, for surely not while I'm here.
So what if you say I am and I ain't going down? So I am gonna say it again. What you gonna do? No.
That's cool. See, you know what?
What are the niggers going to do?
I'm gonna go get on. I ain't gonna
call
say
your
who,
cousin.
Nope. I'm gonna go get on my thing. I'm gonna go record, man. I'm gonna record him slipping up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just get him fired like that. You're gonna have to do something, but at a certain time, you're gonna have to check somebody. Like, you cannot let it go unchecked, because then they're gonna think this is how it is. So you have to check.
Right, but then they're gonna go to human resources on you.
But I have, and that's why you got to get, like he said, paperwork. If you can get audio, like if you know, like he calmly said it, hey man, record him saying it. You know, man, put a body camera on you walking around, you know what I'm saying, through the day. And be like, this is my, you know what I'm saying, work experience. And then when they come to you, you pull that out. You know, man, we seen lately how recordings can really get you caught up lately. So, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Or you can't call your homie and tell him what time you get off. That, don't reckon. You could tell your homie, like.
That's it right there.
You get off and he drive this, F-150.
Why you gotta drive an F-150?
You know they got an F-150.
Oh, why you gotta have?
Drive an
That's
F1
racial. You call them F-150
with the flag in the back. That's
what kind of flag?
the one that doesn't have the 50 stars. Okay, that's all. The one that doesn't have.
How you know when you're dealing with a racist, Reese?
The 50. Come on, you know it.
How do you know you're dealing with a racist in the workplace?
You know it. I forgot where I was, but this guy was. He was just so. I might have been on one of the. I might have been working for Tennille or something, but it was this. He was. Woo! He watched over us.
What you mean? Tennille watch over you too?
No. Tennille watch over, make sure I'm doing my job. Like, no.
He thought y'all was gonna take something.
We just looked like he just watched us. Like, it was. It was just so uncomfortable. I forgot if I can remember. I forgot what it was, but it was like so uncomfortable. So yeah, but you got to check all that in the dough. In the dough, check it. In the dough.
Okay.
In the dough. I worked somewhere at my last job, and it was. I want to be politically correct. I think it's Latinos, and they was saying the N word. So I was like, hey, bro, I can't allow you to say it. And me and him had gotten into a big commotion about it. He was like, what you mean, man? I say that word all the time. I said, and that's the issue.
What was he saying that with the because he was rapping? Like, my nigga.
Rapping, talking.
To you? Would he call you my nigga?
I'm trying to remember. No, he was talking to his other, Latino or Hispanic,
Were they talking about us?
No, they were just talking, you know what I'm saying, about it, ninja please. It was like one of them. It was so casual, and I was like, hey, bro, you can't say that. He was like, well, I'm like, I was like, one is derogatory, but even if it was, it's even we shouldn't say it, but it's us. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't say it. I don't go around, saying, any derogatory words, even if I wanted to.
What did he say?
We got into it like he was like, well, I'm gonna say it. This is my way, and I was like, and every time you say it, I'm gonna check you for saying it. Like, you won't say it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like a whole big commotion. The boss came and I explained it to him, and then he was like, well, you can't say it. So he just. After he told him that, then he didn't.
The white boy told him that.
No, it was another Hispanic, a Latino. Like I said, I don't want to be rude or anything.
Right. I thought so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah.
Whew. All right, y'all. Racism in the workplace. I be cracking up. Do you ever be in the workplace and the white people who work for you think that they smarter than you?
All the time.
Do you think there's anybody black that white people think they smarter that don't think they smarter than the black people they work for?
You said, do I think what?
You think there's any white people that acknowledge that the black people they work for might be smarter than them?
Probably a black basketball coach. Black football coach.
That's about it. Like, I do think that. I think, like, hold on, you work for me, but I'm smarter than you. Yeah, but you be gonna do what you want to do, not what I ask you to do. All right, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. I want to do the Blackest Christmas ever, Riis. I cut down on the time, so we're gonna have to make it happen. But y'all, give us a call. I really do want to know what is the Blackest Christmas ever. Give us a call. Give us a call. Give us a call. So if you were going to plan the Blackest Christmas ever, what would be the soundtrack? Caller, I'm gonna take your call, but hold on 1 second. What would be the Blackest Christmas for the Blackest Christmas ever? What would be the soundtrack? What's on the menu? What's on TV and what's at the bar, right? If you was doing the Blackest Christmas ever and you had to pick one thing from each one of those categories, what would you pick? I'm going to tell you my choices after I take this call. Caller, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Blackest Christmas ever. What's up, caller? You had racism in the workplace, though, didn't you? What's up?
Yeah, it wasn't. Good morning. It wasn't.
Take me off that speaker.
It was.
She went in her work bathroom.
She in the work bathroom. Like, I'm experiencing work racism right now. They're right outside in the hallway. Take us off a speakerphone.
I need to take y'all speaker.
Yes, please.
Okay. All righty. Let me get back to that. Okay, thank you. Good morning. It wasn't actually me. It was one of my cousins. He was a fireman. You remember back here some years ago when they had this party at one of the firehouses and it was broadcast all on the news?
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, he worked at that firehouse. He got terminated, and all the other white guys that was involved in that party, not there.
What?
Yeah. So, yeah, race. Yes, sir. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Lord have mercy.
He was, so far as I know, he was the only one that got terminated.
That's
if
crazy.
there was anybody else, they had to be black. Yeah. So, yeah, it's prevalent. Going on then, still going on now.
That's crazy to me. You would think that you would think in the new world that we live in that the fire department would be like one of the safest spaces. Like, how does, like, you know, they always tell me about when it's a black house, they chop the house up, they bust it up, right? When they do a black house and then when they do a white house, and when they do a white house, they protect it. They don't spray the stuff. They don't soak all your stuff. They don't chop it up. They try to do their best to protect you. It's interesting. It's crazy to me that it's still like racism in the fire department. That's really a crazy concept. All right, Riis, let's get to this. The Blackest Christmas ever. I want y'all to give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Blackest Christmas ever. All right, Riis.
Give me the rundown.
Okay, so Blackest Christmas ever. What's the soundtrack? What's on the soundtrack? You got to pick one song. If you are picking the Blackest Christmas ever, what's on the menu? You can pick a meat, a side, a dessert, or a special item. What is on the TV on the Blackest Christmas ever, and what's at the bar? Go. All right, so what's Blackest Christmas ever? Give me a song.
All right, I'm gonna do a little tradition. I'm gonna take. I think it's Donnie Hathaway This Christmas.
You took this? Okay, I got that on my list. Okay, Blackest Christmas ever. Riis got on his song, This Christmas, right? This Christmas, and the Donnie Hathaway version, because about 20 people did it. All right, now this is like Family Feud. For Christmas, Blackest Christmas ever. What's on the menu? Give me one. You can pick a meat, a side, or a dessert, or a specialty.
Let me see what. They grilling. If it's the Blackest Christmas ever, then they on the grill.
What they grilling though, Riis? You got to give me a. What is it?
Oh man, Let me get just a regular hot dog, chicken, and burgers. It's the
the blackest Christmas ever.
You said it's the blackest Christmas
Sir, you're going to
ever.
lose on that one, the survey said. Okay. So it's the blackest Christmas ever. Now, Riis, it could be food.
Oh, it could be food.
It could be food. It's Christmas food, but what's the blackest Christmas ever? What's on the table?
I mean, if it's Christmas, then they probably switch it up and do ham because they did turkey last time.
Okay, so Riis said a ham.
Usually ham, and then you really like your regular side. Your little yams.
You can only pick one right now. You picking
okay,
so which one you picking?
What?
You picking what's your side? Okay, your meat is ham. What's your side?
Macaroni and cheese.
Okay, what is your dessert?
Is eggnog a dessert?
No, that's your specialty item. What's your
See, I don't eat dessert like that.
But what's the dessert that's on the table? Like you coming to
potato pie with it.
Sweet potato pie. Okay. What's on the TV? Blackest Christmas ever.
I think it's Friday after next, the one that would it's their Christmas.
Okay, you say Friday after next. I ain't never seen that.
Never seen that one.
Okay, but that's okay. And what's at the bar? Blackest Christmas ever.
E&J.
You said E&J. Okay, so Riis, I think you did pretty good on that one. All right. Blackest Christmas ever. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. What is the blackest Christmas ever? All right, what's on the soundtrack? Riis, you said This Christmas. I got that. And then on my list, I got Silent Night. Oh, the Temptations version. Temptations, Silent Night, not Silent Night, Deadly Night. That was a movie. Silent Night. Okay. What's on the menu? Riis, I'm going to say a roast.
I thought about saying a pot
I'm going to say a pot roast.
I thought about saying that.
Right? I'm going to say that's the alternative. I'm going to say you won with the ham. I still think but this not this. So pot roast is the meat. All right, I'm going to do pot roast. Then I'm going to say, what's the side? You said mac and cheese. I'm going to say yams. All right? Sweet potatoes, yams. Dessert, I'm going to put on the dessert plate peach cobbler. All right? And then what's on the TV? I'm going to say the NBA triple header. Right? I'm going to say the NBA triple header. Cause you're gonna sleep through the first game. The second game you're gonna be eating through. In the third game you're gonna be like, dang. So that's my TV. What's at the bar? Blackest Christmas ever? I gotta say Hennessy. You said E&J. I gotta say, I'm gonna take, the uppity Negroes.
It definitely win. It definitely Hennessy. But I'm saying, if it's the black
E&J,
they
right?
got,
You can get some. Everybody coming with the E&J. Oh my goodness. All right, give us a call, 872-259-7474. All right, what else is on the blackest Christmas ever? The blackest Christmas ever. I'm going to call in. I'm going to have you go down the list. Tell me what you got.
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yeah, it is a Christmas movie.
Okay.
You got Die Hard on but is it one of the blackest Christmas movies? Because I tell you what would be on my blackest Christmas movies on the thing, even though I took the NBA. Let's go down the list. Caller, you're on the Maze Jackson Show. We're trying to make the blackest Christmas ever. What you got? Caller?
Maze.
James, you
Maze.
back? DJ, you James or you DJ Rembrandt?
I'm coming in as DJ Rembrandt this time. I had to get in on this one, and I should have waited later to get in on this. Okay, the Christmas song. James Brown, Santa Claus is coming straight to the ghetto.
Santa Claus comes straight to the ghetto. Okay, your meat.
My meat, I would say barbecue ribs.
Okay.
People like Riis said, they barbecue and they hitting the queue.
So they on the grill? Or
they had ham at Thanksgiving. Yeah, on the grill.
They on the grill.
Sometimes people cook it in the oven. Sometimes you get it in the oven. Depends on how the weather is.
Right.
So if it's nice outside, you go out there on that grill. But if you're in the grill, they doing it in the oven.
Give me a side.
Okay. My side, gotta be I'll say potato salad. Everybody gonna have potato salad.
Y'all have potato salad on Christmas? You have potato salad on Christmas?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I
Yes,
think I was
sir.
crazy, so I'm gonna have bald head make me another one then. All right, I'll go with that.
Okay.
So what you got for your dessert?
My dessert, I would say cheesecake.
Man, you bougie. Now wait, hold on. I'll tell you if you bougie or not. I'm gonna tell you if you bougie or not. Now, is it the cheesecake like a Eli's dry cheesecake, or is it the black people juicy
Oh,
kind?
no. No, it's homemade. Man, we don't, man.
Okay.
Homemade. You either get it plain or to do one with the cherry.
Okay.
It's homemade.
Okay, James, I'm gonna give you that. Now I like the cherries, but I don't like the cherries. I like a little cherry juice on it. But I don't want the cherries because I don't like the mushy. But I do love it. So my mama make me those, but she don't put the cherries on it. She put it on the side. So no strawberries on that though, right? Cherries, not strawberries.
No, the cherries. You do the cherry cheese.
Okay, what's your specialty? What's the specialty? What's the one thing for Christmas that you looking for that you probably ain't getting no other time around Christmas?
By my mother being gone, man, God rest her soul, her German chocolate cake.
Ah, there you go. A German chocolate. I think we done fell off on the cake thing. Like, cakes used to be a real big deal for the holidays. I think you might have got us good one on that one. Now, what's on the TV?
What's on the TV? The Best Man Holiday.
Oh, okay. Best Man Holiday. I see you. And what's at the bar?
Tito's.
Tito's. Okay, Tito's has become a universal drink. James, I think you got a pretty decent list there, man. I think you did a pretty decent job there. Now, I'm going to tell you who I would throw on that Christmas list. You got any other calls? Calls on the Maze Jackson Show. Give us Blackest Christmas Ever. I'm going to tell you who else I would throw on there. Let it snow. But the one with Boyz II Men and Brian McKnight. Riis, what's your best modern Christmas song? I gotta say,
I don't know.
Now, do black people rock with Mariah Carey and All I Want for Christmas is All I Want for Christmas? Do black people rock with that?
Cause play it. It's cool.
Okay, so we can rock. So Mariah Carey, I got that. What about Sleigh Ride by TLC? Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I like that one. What about It's Christmas Time in Hollis, Queens? Y'all don't like Christmas in Hollis? You don't even know about Christmas in Hollis. And what about the Christmas Riis? I think we don't get in trouble, but I want you to find it anyway. Christmas rap by the Christmas rap from Beat Street. That's the first time we ever heard of Cool Mo D and Dougie Fresh. All right. What else you got on your Christmas list? On your greatest Christmas songs of all time? Who else you got on there? Let me see. Jackson 5. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. I like that one. Underneath the mistletoe last night. All right, let's see. What's on the menu, Riis?
It's called what again?
The Christmas rap, Beat Street, Dougie Fresh, Cool Mo D. It might have been the Treacherous 3. Ho, ho, ho. Open up your door. I'm Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something to show. I came to bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag. Now guess what's in it? Something for the rich, something for the poor. So Merry Christmas and a ho, ho, ho. You don't remember that, Riis? Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, my foot. I'm going to tell you what Santa really put under my so-called tree, but in reality, look like a decorated pole to me. Well, you talk about a tree, it makes me wonder. Who had the best Christmas album? Somebody said Destiny's Child got a Christmas album. Oh, okay. Let's see what else. Luther Vandross Christmas CD. Nat King Cole. Yeah, let's see if we turn it up. That's it.
open up your door.
Yeah, because I'm
Santa Claus, and guess what, y'all? I got something
and
to
then
show.
see if you can find Santa Claus's black man.
Bring some Christmas spirit. I got a big bag now.
Guess what's in it? Some for the rich and some for the poor. So Merry Christmas and a ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho. Merry
Turn it up a little bit.
I'ma tell you what Santa really put under my so-called tree, but in reality, look like nothing but a decorated pole to me. Man, you talk about a tree, it makes me wonder, cause I never had a tree to put anything under. If I ever did look up and get a tree, there was never anything under it for me.
Man, y'all should be glad that I didn't quit, cause I'm getting too old for this Santa Claus shit. Y'all think I'm getting presents made for free? I gotta pay them elves and ain't nobody paying me.
You big fat whale,
You
might as well quit, cause I can name 100 presents that I didn't get. And if I did,
I'm traumatized. It's a trauma song.
For Christmas. Now how that sounds? It sounds good to me, cause I'm about to freeze. You wanna see something? Look at the bottom of these. Me and my brothers can't go out at the same time, cause a coat that's theirs is a coat that's mine.
Man, I know one thing, y'all better get off my neck and wait till you get your welfare check.
This is a trauma song, Riis.
Stand on the line. Better hurry up, see, I got mine.
Jingle,
Django.
jingle for the
Y'all remember that boy? Y'all got
get your welfare check.
you kiss my mistletoe. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Now I want to see if you can find Santa Claus as a black man. Right? Like that has to go as one of the blackest Christmas songs ever. I know y'all ain't up on it, but I had to put y'all up. Y'all remember nothing about that? That's got to go on the all-time classics for the for blackest songs of all time. Riis, we got ham, ribs, and nobody said chicken. You frying a chicken, you baking a chicken, right?
Well, we ain't grilling this Christmas.
We ain't grilling this Christmas.
It's too cold.
Man, that's the challenge, man. That's the challenge. All right, give us a call. 872-259-7474. We about to wrap it up, but I'm trying to do the blackest Christmas ever. You know I got the blackest Christmas in my house. I ain't never seen as many black angels, black Santa Clauses. Let me tell you, I remember when I first got married to Carrie, and the kids came over, and they was like, "Are you crazy?" Riis, she had a black snowman, a black Santa Claus. Look, when you go to pump the soap at the kitchen, it's a black Santa Claus on that joint. She got black Santa Claus rapping. I was like, look, because you know my thing is, I ain't never told my kids it was no Santa because I ain't working this hard for y'all to get a credit to some fat white man coming down the chimney. So now y'all can pick. Y'all want to believe in Santa? Wait for him to come bring you something. Right? But in the meantime, Carrie is like black Santa all over. And so, like, we got the blackest. I think we might got the blackest. The only thing we ain't got, Riis, is a tree. I got to go get a tree.
Yeah, I got to go get me a live one.
Well, we do live trees too. Then I throw it over the balcony at the end because I don't want to have to carry. Because you drag it through the house, man. It be the needles everywhere, and you be cleaning them up for a week. All right, caller. Blackest Christmas ever. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. Caller?
Man, May, you and Riis are so bougie.
Who is this?
Bougie.
You know who this is.
Ricky Henderson.
First of all, we played Joe. We done played just so you gonna call up here and diss us. After we done played Joe, yo, Christmas song. Come on, give me the blackest Christmas ever. I know. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Let's go. Let's go down the list. The blackest Christmas song ever.
Go straight to the ghetto. Santa Claus.
Okay.
Go straight to the ghetto.
James got that one. James called that one. James called that one. I'm going to give you that.
Food for all you bougie niggas out there. Chitlins. You know it's chitlins, dog. Whole house thing. Chitlins.
Oh, God.
Chitterlings. chitterlings for you bougie people.
Is
Chitterlings.
that what they sell? You know what? When I saw chitterlings, I didn't know that chitterlings was chitlins when I saw them in the store. And now chitlins is expensive, dog. Y'all got to pay a lot of money to eat pig booty.
If the only reason chitlins won't be on the menu this year is because they so high. Come on, man. Where you get 32 pounds of chitlins for $2? Come on, man.
Right.
And
and have a heart attack the next day. Go ahead.
And you bougie Negroes for dessert. We had them dang peppermint candy canes that you hung on the tree. We couldn't afford nothing else.
Oh yeah, and okay. And then if you came up, did you eat those candy canes till they were sharp to a point and stick people with them? And then my old man used to go to our Christmas. Every Christmas he'll leave and go to Walgreens and come back with them giant peppermint sticks. Talk about, here go your Christmas present. Then you had to crack it, but you ain't want to crack it because you wanted to eat it. It looked cool.
We were so poor. We even ate the little green ones. You know, the little nasty green ones, dog. Come on, man. You and Riis so bougie, it ain't even fun.
What's on the TV? What's on the TV?
The Jeffersons moving on up. Give us some hope.
Give us some hope.
And what's at the bar, Senator? What's at the bar?
Some Kool-Aid, no.
Put you on the Henny. Drink some 9.
Because Negroes going to drink good. They're going to drink some Henny on Christmas. They're going to drink good on Christmas.
And my mama would make you eat some chitlins. The only day you had to eat some, follow one down, just shut up.
Lord have mercy. All right, Senator. The Senator tried to take us back. He tried to call you out, Riis. He said you was bougie.
Hey, you heard me. Listen, man. Mine was, he was like, I can have real food. I'm telling you. We grilled on mine. We grilled. We good. You know, but.
I'm sorry, chitterling.
Yeah, we definitely have
New Year's
that.
Eve too. Come on.
Man.
I'm out.
All right, that's Senator Hendon with his list of the blackest Christmas ever. Is that it, Riis? We done?
Yeah, can I change my song to the Ricky Hendon song? The Ricky Hendon Christmas song.
Play that one more good time before we get up out of here. That is the blackest Christmas ever, y'all. I'm going to put this. I'm gonna post it on my Facebook page, and I want to see what we come up with. Ricky was right. Eating pig booty is probably got to be one of the blackest things for Christmas. Is it? Have they changed the name of chitterlings to something else? So now white people is calling it some sort of delicacy that they're gonna reserve to y'all.
Chitterlings.
Chitterlings. Just like I didn't understand that drawers was drawers.
Yeah.
Like when I saw drawers, and they be like, your grandma say, get you some new drawers, and I'd be like, what's drawers? What's drawers? I remember I moved to white people and they were like, get some drawers. Do you wear boxer or brief drawers?
Like what?
Drawers, dog. Drawers. Then I moved to Bolingbrook. I learned all of that. All right, y'all. This has been the Maze Jackson Show. I do want to know. Is we done with the callers? I did want to know, though, and maybe I'll ask this tomorrow, because y'all was talking about all this trauma. Do you think you're a better parent than your parents? I think some of y'all don't think so. Some of you do. I wonder. Do you think, Riis, you better? Do you think? Like I think when they talk about, when I saw all the parents that were from my generation talking about they was apologizing, they would apologize if they said they traumatized their kid. I was like, man, Charlie. And I do think that there's a distinction between, like, I think it depends on if you saw healthy, what were deemed healthy family relationships. I think we are mistaking trauma for inconvenient situations a lot of times, right? I think when I listened to when I was reading a lot of the conversation, I just feel like we're talking about two different things. Trauma, when I think of trauma, I think of like they said, like some devastating life act. Not things that every kid went through that they thought that they were the only person. I never forget one of the dudes that was one of the biggest bullies in school. Years later said that the reason that he bullied and got into fights was because he had to share clothes with his family members, and he would be wearing the same stuff all the time. And so the way to stop you from clowning him was to fight and was to pick on people, etc. And so the person that was, they say hurt people, but I also feel like, man, Joe, we all had some unique struggles in our lives that got us to where we are. It's overcoming adversity, and it's not always trauma. Everything is not always trauma. I think it's overused. Did I like everything? No, I didn't. But am I a man today? I thought that childhood was to learn the lessons so that you could be good, productive adults. So, like, was it trauma if you stuck your hand on the stove and I told you don't do it, you wanted to do it anyway? It's crazy to me, y'all. Anyway, I just diverged the whole thing. Blackest Christmas ever. I'm going to post it today. Y'all see what y'all come up with. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Blackest shopping. Like, what's on everybody? Like, what do you shop? What you getting? What is on everybody? How many big screen TVs do you think they sell to black people during the holidays? A lot, don't you? Because everybody getting a new. Riis, I want an 85. I ain't going to lie, though.
It ain't worth it. It's all right.
You got one?
Yeah.
You want to sell it? I want an 85, man.
It's just in my man cave. It's cool.
See?
It's cool.
See, in your man cave, your lady be coming down there watching your TV?
All the time.
See?
All the time.
You got the best TV. That's funny.
No, but and what's crazy that she got like a 70-inch in her room. And in our room, let me not say that.
Oh.
You gotta.
It's our room when it's time to go to sleep. It's your room.
Well,
it's our room. It's our room when it's bedtime. But it's your room really every other time, right?
Really I'm the most lost person in my house. I don't know what nothing is in the kitchen, like, because I'm in the basement all, like, I come there, I'm like, I don't even know. I ask my children for the salt, like I don't know anything. I'm so lost in my house. And that basement, though, I'm cool. But yeah, man, they're gonna come down there. She down there. I be coming down there. She be doing her little workout videos on my TV.
On your TV, like,
yeah, she be on there. I gotta watch.
All these TVs in the house you got to use.
I gotta let her finish watching her, Love and Hip Hop Sisters or whatever she got on. I gotta watch that. Like, that doesn't go on.
Yeah, I must give Carrie the credit. That doesn't. Like, I come up the steps. And she already be handing over the remote controls. She be like, I know you don't want to, like, I be like, because I tried before. And I've tried to watch, like, I tried to be like, no, you keep the remote. But like, them Real Housewives shows and them, like, I be like, how do y'all watch this stuff? Like, how do y'all watch this stuff? I be like, now, if I watch this, I'm going to be talking so crazy the whole time. She do like this when I come in the house. Like, when she hear me coming up the stairs, I can hear it. When I come in, I can hear it. She be ready. She be like, here you go, right? And then, depending on if it's football, she go upstairs. If it ain't football, then she like, what you watching? And if I'm halfway in, and she be like, I ain't watching, she go watch some craziness. But it be funny because I be asleep. And then I be like, how you watch the whole series when I fell asleep? I'll put you on. Anyway, also, I want a list of all the best shows on TV. Are you watching Gangs of London?
No.
Yeah.
I told you, I really get my I'm gonna watch some television these next.
Catch up, man. Catch up. Did you watch House of Thrones? House of Dragons?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So you caught up on that. There's this new show called Echo 3.
Okay.
That's on Apple TV. That's good too. All right, y'all. We got to talk. We'll be back tomorrow. So it's tomorrow, Riis. We're going to do tomorrow. We're going to do Thursday, right? We're going to take Friday off. We're going to take Monday off. Then we'll be back.
Yeah, I was just going to tell you. I don't know about You know how Monday is. Ain't nobody finna cut their holidays.
See,
you going to be like, you was going to text me at 8 o'clock, be like, you know what? I'm having too much.
Nah, we going to take, so we're going to do Thursday. We'll do Thursday and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Right? And then we'll come back on Tuesday again. So we'll do tomorrow and Thursday, off Friday.
I like it.
Off Monday. Do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Off Friday, off Monday. And then back Tuesday, back into the new year. and then we'll be straight into the mayor stuff, etc. I'm gonna try and figure out some fun topics. If y'all got any topics or anything that you'd like to talk about that's not politics, send them to me, inbox me, let me know what's going on. I think onThe might come in on Thursday because y'all done triggered her too.
Who triggered her?
Yeah, I triggered her with these.
Not me.
And I'm gonna tell you, my daughter yesterday though, she was like, Dad, I'm just gonna tell you, don't get frustrated because they're gonna call everything trauma. Like she was like, everything is trauma. It's like they're just gonna say they're gonna blame it on trauma. It's like some help and get. It's like, that's why you my daughter. Okay, so onThe says she is definitely coming on Thursday. So there's just make sure
She gonna come in and tell us about real trauma, huh?
she gonna tell y'all why it ain't real trauma.
She
anyway,
gonna tell y'all how traumatized she was
Reis.
when she had to wait for her brother to come. You remember that time?
I'm still traumatized from that. She told. Like, how you tell?
Hey, don't let James. You know what's in it? Don't let James hear you say you told.
How you tell? Right. James, she told, dog. I can't tell James. James on inbox ban for the ladies right now.
James to send to them message. You
better
telling your brother. You ain't supposed to tell her.
She sure did. I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized forever from that. That was just trauma. All right, man. Can I tell y'all, man, I do enjoy not being stressed some days. So let's try and have a couple more good days of less stress because we almost to the new year. And I got to tell you, got a lot to be blessed about. I got a lot to be grateful for. A lot. Been blessed completely. Man, I feel like I need to be on a plane somewhere.
Yeah, I feel it. We was, but unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but we got to work both fields, Thursday and Friday for the next 2 weeks. That's it.
Hey, man. And be careful at both fields because it's going to be a snowstorm.
Yeah.
So I was telling them, like, man, just make sure, Riis, you roll through. Okay. I missed her by 2 minutes, Erica. And she went to Miss Understall's house, and I got about like within 2-3 minutes, she was back, and she told. I feel triggered. I feel a trauma from right? That, and I'm gonna tell you, that whooping I got was traumatic.
See, listen, was the whooping at least 2 minutes? Since you was only 2 minutes late.
I'm traumatized. Anyway, okay. So look, it's the Mace Jackson Show. Can you do buzzwords we don't want to hear again in 2023? What are the buzzwords we don't want to hear anymore? I just don't want. I'm not even go there. All right, y'all. It's the Mace Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mace Jackson. I got to figure out these Christmas gifts. We got to get a Christmas list. Can y'all give me locations where we can go Christmas shopping? I'm sure that there's a list somewhere that we can follow. I'm trying to figure out what to get for who, where, when, why, and how. Riis done put me to shame talking about $500 a pop. Woo!
If you buying gifts, then yeah, you could do like $500. But if they want that money, you be like, I give
$150. $150, $200.
200 they gonna, but at $250 they gonna be like, okay, I see Pops, he did something. But oh yeah, that $5. Listen, if you was doing $500 and then you gave me $50. Yeah, man, I'd have felt some type of way, man. I'd be like, dang, Pops, I ain't what to do with this. And now I gotta go to my sister, and then we gotta put our $250 together, go and get us an ounce, and then
damn, Dad. And then look, he be like, Dad, my dad forced me into selling drugs because he only gave me $50, so I had to go put it with my sister. We bought us we flipped it, and now we brolin'. But then I am traumatized. I was traumatized. I turned my pain into power.
I went from 500 to 50. So we had to turn to big meat. That's how I got here. That one Christmas I ain't get my 500.
Oh my Jesus. Trauma is not real. Trauma is real. There is a such thing as trauma, but everything y'all calling trauma is not. Y'all are calling inconvenient circumstances trauma. you having pro wings, me having pro wings instead of Reebok Classics. It was traumatic when they ran off my feet, but when I got them, I'm just.
That's why I was trauma.
You know what was trauma? When I used to get called butter teeth in high school. That was, in grammar school. That was.
My brother used to do that all the time for Christmas. Take the money and flip it. That's the blackest Christmas.
The blackest Christmas ever. You take your money and flip it.
Man, you know I got
Cuz you got 500. Yo, you can get you a QP real quick. You turn that QP in. I know people that have made it off of Christmas money though. I know that Christmas money has put people in the game.
Man, I'm telling you, just the Christmas of the year, you think. Yeah, man.
Oh, Jesus. All right, y'all. Take my money and do all that all the time. Did he give you a cut back?
Nah, you know he gave that 50 right back.
Come on, man, 50. You gotta at least if you took my 50 and you turned it into a
500,
what I get back? 50 plus what?
People gonna give you $50.
Not even a dub back. You gonna give me a sawbuck?
And they gonna tell you, man, I only made $250 off of it. You know,
you just bought a zip, man. You just bought a QP off my. You know what?
You know they gonna listen, man. You know I had to do this, I had to do that. You know what I'm saying? After I did all that, you know, this all that was.
Hey man, and can I tell y'all? I'm gonna make. Yesterday, I feel like Lucretia had a crush on. Still got a crush on Lil Romeo. Y'all stop Lil Romeo.
Yeah.
His daddy. Lucretia, I understand y'all love Lil Romeo. Y'all was growing up. Y'all knew all the songs. Y'all was trying to be in the video. Lil Romeo is 33 years old. Lil Romeo needs to grab his nuts and get to work. You better go get him a rap snack.
What if his father did blow all his money as a child? Then what? Because I work for you as my child.
Hey, fam, guess what?
So what?
These are the breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up, break it. Give me some points. Give me some points on rap snacks then.
You know what I'm saying?
Give me some, because them rap snacks is good as hell.
Yeah, so you got to do something because Lil Romeo kind of did help them stay afloat when No Limit was going down. He was away for them.
No, fam. We are family, right? So we are family. So we're a family.
If we're a family and you got me on a private jet and you know how money work, then that's your fault.
How do I know how money work? I came from Calliope. I came from the Calliope. As my parent, if I never learned how to do, I could have. Let me just say this real quick. Nobody teaches black people about money.
For sure.
And so even the richest, Riis, y'all make it like Master P has had to reinvent himself multiple times. As an entrepreneur, I have had to reinvent myself multiple times. I have had, at the top of the world, I have had tons of money, and I have been at the lows and high and low, right? And I think people just assume that Master P was going to always be at the top of the world. Man, the family got to do what the family got to do. If you the earner right now, but I got the connects, then we make it collabo because we still got to eat. So them 18 years, so if dad wasn't doing a good job and I turned how to market you because we ain't had nothing, famo, you the ticket right now. We all got to eat. You go do it yourself, Lil Romeo, then. Market your damn self. The only reason you Lil Romeo is because I'm Master P. Now, I would say fam, but that's why you be part of the family business, right? Because as entrepreneurs, you get the ups and the downs. Nobody ever said that when he was on his up, nah, I don't want to live here. Nah, I don't want to go to college. Nah, I don't want none of this stuff. Now, to me, that's the whole premise of family. So be part of the family business. We ain't no million bazillion dollars. We got to work for the money we got. You just want you. Yeah, dog. Okay, I'm through. I don't want the Lil Romeo crushes to come back. I'm talking about Lucretia after that call. You need to find that clip from yesterday and turn that into a promotion. We need to turn that into a promo. Yeah, Lil Romeo. Y'all was trying to be in the video. Stop it. Yeah. Riis, Lil Romeo was he on one of the Scream tours?
Yeah.
See?
He was. I'm trying to tell you, Little Romeo was like
Was he bigger than Bow Wow? No, he couldn't have beat Bow Wow.
He was like so he wasn't, but he was in a way. So like he wasn't, but he caught the
he caught the
Bow
tail
Wow,
end.
Yeah, but Bow Wow laid it out, so he was there. So it was like Team Bow Wow, Team Romeo. So like, but he came like a year or so later. So he had a real good wave. Like Bow Wow was on top for a minute, you know, like they said. And then after his rap, he moved over to Nickelodeon. So he had Nickelodeon shows. So he was doing pretty good.
Was he doing that as, who was his manager?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go look.
It's
at
his
that.
dad.
It's his dad. See, and that's what I'm trying to say. So now, Dad, I'm wondering why I gotta live check to check now. If you was my manager as a child and you're my father, why am I living check to check now and you not? And you not? I'm sorry.
And you not?
Yes, and he's not.
How you know?
Master P ain't living on check to check.
Hey man, y'all, can I tell y'all what? I got a lot of expenses, Joe. It's like y'all be. It's like the kids, cause we make it so you don't know. It ain't always as sweet as people think it is. I'm not tripping. But it's not always as sweet as people think it is, and it's not always as sweet as the kids think it is. I'm not suggesting that, and I gotta ask, like, cuz, what are you doing with the brand that you have? Because you know everybody is on tour right now from they 20-something years.
Yeah.
Family, you got a name, you got a brand.
And right.
Get your like, you can cry about it. You can get your ass up and go be Lil Romeo and be on the Immature and get Lucretia and Ruthie. Tour. But I'm saying you go get Lucretia, Ruthie, all y'all could be in the front row paying for y'all tickets the same way the women are paying for the New Edition right now. Right? It's like, cuz he gave you something. Now, me, sell water to a well. You've been giving all your stuff, so you don't even know how to hustle. Even though you got something to hustle with, you got all the work in the world. You are the work. Where's the Lil Romeo tour? My daddy didn't put it together for me. Dad, I have to live check to check, even though I have people cursing Maze out.
I'm just saying.
My dad robbed me, and now I'm 33, and now I'm gonna just sit here and cry.
I mean, one thing that Master P not only took, well, if he did take his money, man, he took his time. So, if Master P did anything with his money and did not manage his money right, like, I just believe as a parent, especially a parent that didn't have nothing, and you see how it is, because he had been with No Limit, he had 2 stints in the NBA, so he understood. He may not understand money, but he understood what having money was like. So as a person that grew up with nothing, I believe that if he was out there, hey, Lil Romeo, you at the top, do you want asking the 13-year-old kid, do you want to get a private jet to fly you and 3 of your friends somewhere?
Y'all talk 13-year-olds act like they know the best, right?
Right, but you know as a parent that
hold it. Then you're going to be calling I traumatized you because you couldn't take a private jet. Because you wouldn't give me a private jet when Bow Wow had one. I'm traumatized. Everyone else was coming, and you made me fly first class instead of taking a private jet. I'm mad at you, Dad. I'm traumatized.
Oh, man. Trauma comes in all shapes.
I am traumatized. You treated me like a B-class star. I had a Nickelodeon special and everything.
Make sure your son is good, man.
I'm upset. I failed out of college. You mean you went to the University of Southern California where you can graduate and make anything of yourself? I'm Little Romeo, damn it! I don't have to go to this damn school.
Probably was traumatized because he was homeschooled all his life, and now he had to go.
And now I have to go to this big school where I have to play college basketball.
See what Master P did to him, traumatized that man. So,
and now I don't know how to do anything else because you made me do. Man, please, I'm Little Romeo. You know I used to be the biggest thing in the world. I was the biggest star, and now I'm mad at everyone because. Well, my dad won't put me on the Millennium Scream Tour. There's Future out here, Bow Wow's out here making a name for himself, and what do I have? I'm living check to check because my daddy hurt my feelings and he took all my money.
That can be traumatic.
I'm hurt. And now I'm gonna teach my kids how to do it too. I'm gonna cry and whine and sit around and be hurt, and we're not gonna eat, and I'm gonna show my dad. He's addicted to social media, not taking care of me.
But then if he would have been like, you know, I'm Lil Romeo, I could have been like that. You know, my dad took all my money and I do this.
And then I decided that, and I'm just like every black kid who woke up with a phone bill in their name. Lil Romeo just got an advanced version of it. Now, guess what Lil Romeo could do? But since I got this brand, what Tina? See, this is the difference between generations. Tina Turner told Ike, "You can keep everything, just give me my name." What's love got to do? Got to do with it. I'm Little Romeo. I used to be a celebrity, and now you all got me out here living check to check. I'm telling Mom. And I'm mad at you for how you treated my mom, too. Even though I went with you. Because you had the private jets.
From my money.
With my money.
Exactly.
My money. What do you mean, recoupable? Exactly. Dad, you're supposed to do it all for free.
Putting money on mystical books with my money.
You call Uncle C murder, and Uncle C murder is mad at you because you didn't get him out of jail for murder. Okay. Ask Uncle Silk the Shocker, who was never a star anyway.
You put half my money behind Silk the Shocker.
Silk the Shocker. You put my uncle, call Silk the Shocker up and be like, what happened to your lame ass?
Knowing him, the Shocker probably was one of them people that you ever look up one of them people they made a mistake and invested in some Clorox and they didn't hit the big.
Like you heard right?
$10 billion. Like when did Silk the Shocker get $10 billion?
Right. Silk, right. Now Silk the Shocker is smart enough to be like, let me tell you what. I realized that first of all, didn't none of No Limit have no real talent except for Mystical. Like, I mean, make them say, I mean, like, really, dog, they got us. Like, I remember the first time my guys played some Master P, and I was like, wait, we went from Nas to this? This is what we listening to? Man, you don't know about make them say, P turned the gangster image, the country gangster into a thing. Make them say,
I mean, but they came on the wave when they, you know, it was Cash Money, so you know
they was the lead.
Yeah, I know. So you know, it was all that little rapping right there from like
and them blinged out album covers with the 3D with the P.
I thought you were a terrible rapper too, but it's I mean,
who?
Had the
Master P?
All of them.
I agree.
It's like you said,
my baby mama, she's a good sucker.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we left Nas for this. Now I'm gonna tell you though, what's the one? Back That Thing Up though?
No, that's two different ones.
Now, when Back That Thing Up though came,
like
that's when I finally said, okay, Cash Money, because they was like, hold on, we were on Bourbon Street during the Essence Music Festival, the very first time that Back That Thing came up. All right, y'all, I got to stop. I've gone on and on. I just be talking to y'all. Riis be like, we don't stop at no 9 o'clock, no way. Anyway, this show is The Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my boy, DJ Riis the Ruler. We'll be back tomorrow and Thursday. We're going to take Friday off, Monday off. Then we'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, back off Friday, back off Monday, and then we'll be back into the new year. So look, y'all, it is The Maze Jackson Show, where every single day we ask the question, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. Maze said, we out of here. Peace.
Where my steppers at? Christians on the west side. Christians on the south side. Christians on the north side. Christians on the east side. Christians on the west side. Christians on the south side. Christians on the north side. Christians on the east side. All around the world. Baby, please come to me. Let me be your fantasy. from head to toes. Baby, don't you ever let me go. I want you to know it's alright. Wishing you'd be my boo. Can you please be my friend?